Why? I'm gonna get you, bro. I'm gonna get you, bro.
Eject a QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap photos of receipts, tab, and sort transactions automatically. Categorize business. If you're looking for an easy way to go live on your social media platforms while adding guests, stream with Think have some different options. First of all, we have a broadcast. And here's where you can actually set up your live stream. Beneath that, we have destinations. And this is where you want to set up your YouTube channel, your Facebook page, whatever it is you're going live on. This is where you're going to set that up. Streamer makes this super simple. Just click on whatever it is you're trying to connect. You can connect multiple different social media platforms and even go live on multiple at once. Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And to the left, underneath destinations, we have members, and this is where you can invite other people upcoming here. If you're going live, this is the button you're going to want to click. After that, you want to set up your destination that public. We can upload a thumbnail, and I can also choose the time. And then what I want to do is schedule my live stream, and that's this button right here, which is schedule for later. And now at this point, I can upload a thumbnail, and I can also choose the time to start this live stream. Now I'm going to hit create broadcast, and then it's going to load. It's going to bring me back out to all of my broadcasts. I have multiple scheduled. They're all going to be right here. And then create broadcast, and then it's going to load. It's going to bring me back out to all of my broadcasts. I have multiple scheduled. They're all going to be right here. And then what we want to do when we're ready to go live, enter the studio muted, or we can unmute ourselves to your computer to live stream with. All you need to do is click this button and then select that camera. It makes it super easy, grade it to 1080 HD. And this is going to look, if you're using the free version of StreamYard, you can go live at 720p. But if you use our link down in the description, you can actually upgrade it to 1080 HD. And this is going to be even better while you're live. Once we're done with the camera, go up to general, and you want to make sure that your broadcast quality is as high as possible. Again, change that to 1080 once you download our free 2-week trial later. And then we're going to go down to audio. And this is where you can test your microphone, make sure it sounds good, make sure it's actually connected to your computer before going live. So just like choosing a camera, you're going to hit this down arrow, and you're going to find the right microphone you want to choose. For me, it's the deity microphone, so I will select that one. And then I'm going to choose the speakers that I want to select. For me, the default is perfect. These are my computer speakers. And then I like to leave echo cancellation checked on. If you're using speakers, you really want to make sure this is checked, and this is going to eliminate any sort of echo. It does a very good job just picking up your own voice. Underneath the audio, we have a virtual background, and if you have a green screen, this is going to work a lot better, but you can blur the background. You can even set up different backgrounds, or you could actually upload your own image and use that as your background in your live streams, which is a pretty cool feature to have. Under here, we have recordings, and this is a really cool feature, which basically allows you to locally record the video that you're recording and the video that you're getting. Under here, we have recordings, and for the background, you can even
Hey, I knocked one. I knocked one. Hey, res me. Hey, right there.
set up different backgrounds, or you could actually upload your own image and use that as your background in your live streams, which is a pretty cool feature to have. Under here, we have recordings. This is a really cool feature, which basically allows you to locally record the video that you're recording and the video that your guests are recording during the live stream on your computer separately. So that way, if maybe you're talking over each other or you want to edit it later in post-production, then you can do that. And you have a lot more flexibility because now you have separate audio tracks and you have separate video tracks for each person. And then finally, we have guests. There's some really cool options under here. At the very top, we have guests can stream this to their own destinations. This is a new feature. Let's say I'm going live with Omar and maybe he's on his personal account. He could live stream it to his own YouTube channel or to the person that is, and this is everything you need to know, all the cool features and how to act. This is where you're going to live when you are going live. And so I want to show you around and show you everything you need to know, all the cool features and how to actually use them for your live streams. Now, the first thing I like to do is actually get myself up on the screen. So I'm going to hit add to stream. And as other guests actually come into the stream, you're going to be able to add them as well, or you can remove them just by hitting that remove button. Now, right here, we see this present button, and this is going to allow us to share a screen or even share slides. And so when you select this, you have the slides option if you want to actually add in certain slides. Let's say I'm going to do this editing presentation. I can easily add in these slides here. If we open that back up, you see there's also an option for adding in an extra camera. So if you want to set up 2 cameras on yourself, you can actually switch those live, which is pretty cool. And you can add in a video file if you want to showcase a video or some sort of ad, and you can just upload that right there under the video file. Now at the bottom, we have share screen. And this is a really cool feature that I love, which makes it really easy to share your screen. And now I have a live stream where I can go on my YouTube channel. Maybe I can do channel reviews. I can check out other people's YouTube channels. I can check out for the I love, which makes it really easy to share your screen. And now I have a camera. So if you want, then you can just upload that right there under the video file. Now at the bottom, we have share screen.
Hey, we gotta run. Hey, we gotta go. I gotta get a gun. I need that help. Hey, I'm gonna get some guns over here. I'm gonna get some guns over here. Hold on. I need help. I need help. I need help, Brody. I need help, Brody. I'm ready. Y'all ready? One dude right here. They were trying to get that thing of Machiga. I'm ready. We can push. How? How, bro? He's by himself. He didn't even hit me. That shit cap, bro. That shit is crap. Appreciate it. Bet. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you, Birdie. Oh, I need that. Actually, I'm gonna walk this fine.
Here are 3 reasons your sales team a sales CRM. First, it's so easy to use. You can see your team's entire pipeline in one place, so every rep can easily find even the smallest of details. Whether you need to do something quick, like change your lead.
The Texas Longhorns beat the Arizona State Sun Devils in an OT thriller, a double OT thriller. The number 5 Texas squandered a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter, missed 2 field goals in the final 2 minutes of regulation, and still somehow managed to escape with a 39-31 double overtime win over the number 4 seed Arizona State in the Peach Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Ocho,
hey,
I know Sark, as I just texted him, congratulations. We're gonna try to get him on here one of these over the next couple of days, so maybe we can get him on there. They're flying back now, so we would have had his ass over here tonight. I had him on here tonight. But man, this was a game. Ocho, this is how it's supposed to be. Ain't nobody trying to see no double digit. Everybody winning by double digit.
Listen, I thought it was. Listen, the way it started out, I thought Arizona State was gonna get blowed out now. Look,
I did too. 14. What was it? 14? What was it?
14-3.
Yeah, facts.
They jumped out on top of them boys' head. I was like, oh man, I'm finna turn the channel. And then obviously things started to change, things started to move. And I don't know what's wrong with college kickers. Hell, I don't even know what's wrong with NFL kickers. You have one job. You do one thing the entirety day of practice. You kick the ball. That's it. Texas kicker almost cost them. They missed 2 key field goals that could have sealed the win. Now they did win the game, but ain't no telling what could have happened. Ain't no telling what could have happened. That goddamn Cam, how you say young bull last name to run Arizona State? Scatterbo? Scatbo?
Is it Scatterbo? Because they were saying Scatterbo, they say Scatbo. I mean, I'm confused.
You know what I'm gonna call him? I'm gonna call him Scat Pack. I'm gonna call him Cam Scat Pack. Hey, he's nice, boy. He's nice. He's nice. He's a senior too. He coming out, huh?
Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo.
Okay, Cam Scatback Scatterbo. I know you probably gonna see this. I know you probably watching the show. Listen, if you don't see it, I know my son gonna let you know. Boy, you the real deal, boy. You hear me? He a senior, huh?
Yeah, I think so. He's a senior.
Well, you know where you belong? You belong. He run the ball like he belong to play. He's supposed to play for the Ravens or the Browns.
Yeah.
He's supposed to play for the Ravens or the Browns.
He gonna be a rarity. He gonna be one of the white running backs. They don't come along very often. But normally when they come along, Ocho,
you know he's gonna be like. I'm gonna give you a good name right here. Tell me if you remember this. Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Little Peyton Hillis. Don't give up. Run hard. If you get away, he can shake you a little bit. He got a little move to him now.
Well, you remember Hillis was in that backfield with Darren McFadden and the other kid that went to the Cowboys. What's the other guy name? I mean, they were doing it. You remember McFadden and I can't think of the guy's name. What's the guy's name, guy? I know y'all people talking about Toby Gerhart, the old Cardinal, Stanford Cardinal. What's he was at Arkansas. Felix Jones.
Oh, I remember Felix Jones. Yeah.
Darren McFadden, yes. All it was in the backfield. Yeah. Yes. But this is where a game's supposed to be. Quinn Ewers, 20 of 30, 322, 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. They didn't run the ball particularly well. 30 carries, 53 yards. Golden had a big catch.
They on top. They on top of you.
Helm had 3 for 56. And
they on the roof. Hey, come on, let's go.
I think Arizona State's gonna be kicking themselves. I think they kind of let this one go. You can't let that guy get over your head in that situation, Ocho. That touchdown, that first touchdown in OT, Ocho, you can't let it.
That should have been the number 1 rule from the coach. Keep everything in front of you. everything.
Number one rule, Ocho. The number one rule late in the ball game: nothing cheap, nothing deep.
Keep it in front of you.
Nothing cheap, nothing deep. I don't care if he catches. I don't care if he catches 15-yard right in front of me. It's when you try to be the hero and get you a cheap kick that get you in trouble. Ain't no way. You safety. You the last line of defense. If he's even with you, you're wrong.
It's a wrap.
Hey, Ocho, it was 4th down.
4th and 13.
Ocho, you cannot give that up. You can't.
Oh,
Ocho, my heel's on the goal line. I'm thinking, as a matter of fact, I think they throwing a Hail Mary. Ocho, I'm on the goal line. My heel's on the goal line. Knock it down. Knock it down. You're not getting past me. I'm not gonna give you no cheap tub.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't even want to blame the coaches. I don't want to blame coaching. As a player in that situation, you got to have some type of awareness, and understand the situation that you're in, and know you can't get beat, not in that situation at all. And if I am, let him make a great play.
On 4th and 13, you give up that. But I think Arizona State showed that they belong.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was like, well, they didn't belong, that weak conference, and they didn't do this team didn't do that. They gave Texas all they could handle.
They definitely belong.
And more. Ocho, when you watch Quinn Ewers, what you think?
You know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell at this level. Obviously, to me, if you have enough talent around you, enough players at this kind of level, any quarterback can look good, huh? So what kind of quarterback is Ewers? Is the type of quarterback that go to the NFL and elevate the talent around him? Or is the kind of quarterback where he needs the talent around him to be able to elevate?
Yeah, I don't see him elevating anybody. I really don't. And the mere fact that he's thinking about coming back lets you know. Because normally guys...
come back where?
He's going to come back to Texas. He's going to transfer. I don't see him going to the league.
He's not going to see the field before with Arch Manning.
Arch?
Yeah, oh no. I mean, if he's going to come back, he's probably going to come back somewhere else. But I doubt it's Texas. Because he's not going to be Arch Manning now.
I mean, I've been reading. I don't know if these reports are true, Ocho, but I've been reading that some team, some college team got $6 million in NIL money for him. I mean, when I just watch him, I'm like, bro, that ball that he threw that got picked. I'm trying to figure out
the loaf that he loafed it.
Yes. That hospital ball.
I don't know.
I still don't know where he was throwing it because the backside safety and the front side was there. So I'm just trying to figure out. So okay, well, who? What did you see? What did you think?
I know what did happen on that play right there. They ran it in practice multiple times, and in practice it was open. In practice.
You know why it was open? You know why it was open? Tell the people at home what they say. They tell the safety to do what? Jump to underneath so we can throw the ball over your damn head.
That's exactly what he did. Anyway, instead of understanding and reading your coverage, and you just letting the ball go, and it's not open.
Because that's what happens. What happens is you go draw the thing up, and there's the guy circle. Okay, we want to throw the ball. Now the guy that's running the scout team say, "Hey, safety, you drop the crossing route, and we're gonna throw the post over your head." Boom. Well, come game time, hey, can you drop this over route so we can throw the post behind your head? He gonna read it.
Right.
Duh, you should read it. But you see what happens, Ocho? When you make your mind up pre-snap that you throwing the ball, that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happened. He had his mind made up. I'm throwing this post no matter what. Bro, ain't no way you read that and said, you know what? I'm throwing this. And then he throws it like a punt.
Yeah.
That's got to be on the line. But even if it was on the line, first of all, that was targeted too because the backside guy left his feet and hit the guy in the chest. But they didn't want to nah, we can't call that targeting, blah, 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 because they returned the favor because by the letter of the law, the Texas guy targeted. but they didn't want to impact the game in that way. They said, "Oh, no targeting," but that was absolute targeting.
Yeah.
I mean, he went helmet to helmet, and the other guy left his feet. He launched. They say you can't launch yourself and hit the guy in the neck or the shoulder area. He launched, and they say you can't use your helmet, the crown of your helmet, to make a tackle. He went helmet to helmet with the guy. But it's like, man, we can't impact this game like this here.
They pick and choose. They pick and choose when to call it now.
Absolutely right.
They got to find some level of consistency when you're making these calls.
Texas had 375 total yards. Arizona State had 510. Total rush yard, Texas had 53. Arizona State had 214. Quinn Ewers was 20 of 30, 332, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Sam Levitt, 24 of 46, 222, no touchdowns, 1 interception. But that last interception, Muhammad made a great play. Give him credit. I mean, sometimes, Ocho, we keep blaming the quarterback that you threw that, blah, blah, blah. But you know, the defensive guys, they study film too. He made a hell of a play.
Very.
And he didn't settle with just trying to break it up. He caught the ball. He caught it. And it's okay. You know, I'm hey, 84, you got to make that play. Hey, coach, you get paid too. Wait, you think Bronco players the only one that make money in the NFL? No. And they study film, and they got coaches too. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, hey, I understand. I'm supposed to make the play, but you know, it's the NFL. Everybody can make a play. I'm gonna win more than I lose. But hey, that guy made a hell of a play on that interception to seal this victory, Ocho. But you can't get beat on 4th and 13, Ocho, over the top for two. You cannot. You can't, Ocho. You cannot.
No.
I was like, bro. I said, are you serious?
That should have been a conversation had with not just the head coach, the defensive coordinator, the DB coach, the secondary coach, the man upstairs in the booth. Don't get beat deep. You can't.
Nothing cheap, nothing deep. I am not. You will not complete this ball over my head. You're not. Because, Ocho, at worst case scenario, I'm going to make you line it up at the end and try to run another series of downs in order to get the ball in the end zone. Now, the only thing you can hope is that once that guy gets over your head, either Quinn Ewers underthrows him or the guy drops the football. But now it's out of your hands. See, I want to play in my hands, Ocho. I want to play in my hands. I get him on the ground. That's all I got to do. Get him on the ground. Well, you get him on the ground in the end zone, it's still a touchdown. You don't get no tackle for that. You got to tackle him in the field of play or push his ass out of bounds in order for you to get a tackle. Once he's in the end zone, guys, and do me what, Ocho, can guys do me a favor, college kids? If a guy get a first down, can y'all stop celebrating? What did you do?
Hey, come on, huh? Wait a minute now. Come on now. You get that first down.
Ocho, the guy got the first down.
When you get that first down, you got to.
No, I'm talking about the defense.
Oh, the defense. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a big hit on somebody. He got a first down.
Oh, I thought you meant a receiver. Okay.
No. I'm like, bro. What? Maybe I missed something. I said, let me rewind this because I want to see what you did. It's still a first down. Yeah. Now, look, these college kids, they're going to celebrate that. I don't mind them celebrating. And plus, Ocho, if you make a tackle, I mean, as a defender, what's your job? Make a tackle?
Yeah.
You can't celebrate every tackle. I mean, if you get a sack, Ocho,
tackle for loss.
Yeah. Tackle for a loss. You get a sack, Ocho, a big key third down. You know, you want to do this. I get all that. But bro, the guy get 3-4 yards and you jump up celebrating. Come on now. Now we doing way too much with this. Like
they having a good time out there, man.
Ever wondered why you should get an LLC with a third party when you can do it all by yourself? Yeah, of course. Those companies want to make a profit. And this is the beauty of Taylor Brands. They are transparent about the fact that starting a business costs money. There's no way around it. Plus, they're not keeping it a secret that you can handle some of these services on your own if you want to. But Taylor Brands is not about that. After answering a few questions, their guided platform will create a personal business plan based on your specific needs and will take you step by step on your business journey. You have real people you can talk to to via their live consultations, making Taylor Brands the only business builder. Think of it like going to the mall. Everything you need is in one place. You only need to park your car once. You can form your LLC, take care of your business licenses and permits, set up your business insurance, open a business bank account, brand your business automatically with easy-to-use tools, and keep it safe with the trademark. That's a lot. I'm not about selling you stuff you don't need. Taylor Brands is all about giving you the info and choices to make smart calls. It's your journey. You call the shots on what your business really needs. So head to Taylor Brands and build your business today.
So you think you know Wix, do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic. I use the shape composition here. Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask. Nice. Next up, we'll keep it moving with the hover box. You can use it to animate any element and create these really eye-catching interactions. And what I love is that the level of control you get here is crazy precise. You can set your animation ease, scale size, and position to create this really dope effect. Third, we've got the mega menu. This not only lets you organize your site menu into different subcategories, but it also looks amazing when you add in different elements like text, buttons, images, and pretty much anything you can think of. And last but not least, we've got My Designs. This feature lets you save any section or component that you've already created, and you can use it as a starting point on any other pages or sites you're working on. This one's personally saved me a ton of time. So you got all these features. Now see what you can do with them. Get on over to Wix and create something dope.
Gee, Scatterboo. Scatterboo.
Scat Pack, man.
30 carries, 143
Scat
yards,
Pack.
2 rushing touchdowns, 8 catches, 99 yards. Had that guy not pulled his face mask, he's going to drag his, you know what, into the end zone. Ocho, Scatterboo was so outstanding. He was named Peach Bowl Offensive Player of the Game.
Yeah. Scat. Hey,
You don't see that very often.
his name is Scat Pack.
Scatterboo,
Scat Pack.
Scatterboo. Scat Pack.
Scat Pack.
Well, Scat Pack did something that you don't see very often. A guy winning offensive player of the game from a losing team.
Fuck.
It's only happened, Jerry West, the first year they gave out finals MVP in 1969, Jerry West won the award on a losing squad. They lost the championship 4-3. The final game they lost on their home court. Again, now you got to go back to the football. Chuck Howley, he won Super Bowl MVP on a losing squad. They lost 16-13 to the Colts. Chuck Howley was the MVP. That's the only time that I can remember somebody from the losing squad winning an award. Now, I'm not saying that maybe it's happened. I don't know if in baseball, if somebody's won a World Series MVP from the losing squad. I have to go way back, but I don't remember. I don't think it's happened in the last 25, 30 years. But it just goes to show you just how outstanding that this gentleman was from the Sun Devils, running and catching the football.
He was. He belonged. When you're able to perform like that against a team like that, it lets you know you belong, regardless of the conference you play in.
Oh yeah, but you can tell guys that the talent shine above.
Yeah.
You can tell. I mean, that's an SEC defense, and he went and got a buck 30. He went and got a buck 43 on him. And he almost had 100 yards receiving. So he had 200 and what's that? 242 yards of total offense. That ain't bad. And 2 touchdowns against an SEC defense.
Look good.
When you go play, and if you're at a small school, Ocho, if you play upper level, say you go to Division II and you play FCS, or you FCS and you play D1, the talent is shine through. Darius Leonard, when he played Clemson, he was at South Carolina State. He had 29 tackles. Oh, he can play. I played Georgia Southern. They were the 1AA national championship the year we played them. I dropped 202 on them. Oh, he could play. Elon was the NIA national championship the year before. I dropped 221 on them. Oh, damn. He did that.
And you know what? This is another conversation that I always like to have. Where young players coming out of high school, they're always so focused on all their offers and where they're going. And I say it again, if you really like that, and you feel you're as good as you think you are, it really don't matter where you go. Because you can put up performances like that, which you were able to do against what you were able to do better talent.
Sure.
Or being like Scat Pack and coming out there and performing very well.
You know, Ocho, I think a lot of times when you cut on the TV and you see that horseshoe pack, or you see 108,000 at Texas A&M, you see 100,000 at Georgia, you see 93,000 at Alabama, you see 105,000 at Tennessee.
Hey,
kids like, I want to play in front of that. That's all. I mean, you know, that's what I want. That's what I wanted, because that's what I saw on television. I didn't see no HBCU.
Right, but see, I understand what you're talking about. But then now we go into the issue of, okay, I want to go to these big schools where they have players that have been there before me, and I get there and they tell me, oh, I gotta wait my turn. Or I might not touch the field as much because we have so-and-so and he has seniority over you. Not about, you know what, I'm coming in here to compete for the job, but you mean to tell me he has seniority over me, so he's probably going to play before me, instead of let me have an opportunity to beat him out, regardless of what his grade level is. Juniors?
But they had no choice.
It don't matter.
Oh, they had to play me.
You think Jeremiah Smith was going to go to Ohio State and have to sit behind somebody that's a senior or junior because they've been there for three or 4 years? Man, shit, man, please.
Hey, you better get on up out of there then, because, hey, you know who's coming. Hey, they had to play me, Ocho.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You thought? Oh. I was one of the few freshmen that traveled. Right. I ain't just traveling. Oh, you can travel this week. Man, travel to do what? Stand on the sideline of my uniform? Oh, hell nah. And the first game we played, Ocho, our first home game. Man, I was so embarrassed, Ocho. I caught a go ball, Ocho. 56 yards. Got tackled on the one.
Come on, huh? You got it.
My first catch in college.
Hold on. What you embarrassed for?
Man, that's supposed to be a 57-yard touchdown, not a 56-yard catch.
Which way you see you got to stiff him, huh? You got to catch that thing and, you know, get that stiff arm back behind him.
Ocho, it felt like I was running. It felt to me like I was running in slow motion. I was like, damn, is somebody pulling the end zone away from me? Damn. Ocho, the game that you just watched, the Ohio State Buckeyes took apart the number one team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, 41-21 in the Rose Bowl. Ohio State gets their revenge. It was one of their two losses on the season. They lost earlier in the year to Oregon in Oregon. But tonight, they were really no match. Jeremiah Smith set the stage early. He had 7 catches, $187 and 2 touchdowns. But this was really a mismatch from the word jump. And I think this is what's so frustrating about Ohio State, because you see what they can be. Now, this is the team that took apart the number one team in the country by 3 touchdowns, and lost on their own home field by a team that they were favored by 3 touchdowns. That's what's frustrating about them, and I think that's but Ryan Day, give him credit. We've been very critical of him. Not critical, we were critical of the game that he lost, losing to Michigan year in and year out. Having that level of talent that you've had. Think about the quarterbacks that they've had. Think about the wide receivers. Think about
Managed WordPress hosting by Hostinger. Here are 3 super features to improve your website's performance. 1. Our in-house built CDN connects a global network of servers to deliver content quickly. 2. Hostinger servers use Lightspeed technology for the best loading speeds possible. 3. Object Cache stores the database query results in a fast access memory for faster response times. Check out their impact on your site with Google's Core Web Vitals reports. For rockstar security, we provide a malware malware scanner, an in-house built firewall, and DDoS mitigation. Let your visitors know your website is safe to browse thanks to automatically installed SSL certificates, all free of charge. Updates and backups are automatic and instant. We proactively monitor your websites for errors, notifying you and helping you fix them. Need a hand starting your site? Enter a prompt, and Hostinger's rocking AI tools will generate unique content for your pages. Already have a website? Migration to Hostinger is quick, automatic, and free. Our dedicated team of experts is always here to help. A crowd of more than 2 million Hostinger clients is cheering for you. Check out their Green Star reviews. Managed WordPress hosting the way it should be. Get Hostinger. 3, 2, online.
About the D linemen. Think about the DBs from the Denzel Wards and the Jeff Okudas and all those guys that's come out of there. And you ain't got no national championship to show for it. All those receivers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got Chris Olave. You got Garrett Wilson. Look at those D linemen from Chase Young to Nick Bosa. Look at those quarterbacks, Justin Fields, and you have rest his soul. What's the guy that lost his life tragically? Dwayne Haskins. You had the other quarterback, and you could understand why people are like, hold on, come on, Coach Day, you got this level of talent. They had a top 6, top 7 pick last year, the offensive tackle position.
Yeah.
They're like, Coach Day, you got this level of talent, and you losing to Michigan, and you ain't got no national championship. But all will be forgiven if he takes this thing and finishes it out. But Ohio State looked good today, Ocho. They ran the ball well. They threw the ball well. They stopped that high-powered offense of Oregon. It looked very pedestrian, very mundane.
It did. Listen, I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I think the week off, I think it did more harm than good for them to be as flat as they look today, as well as Oregon has played all season long, being the #1 team in the country, and the way they showed up today, that had to be a little bit of rust. And not only was it a little bit of rust, but it was too late, and there was no room for the rust when you're playing somebody like Ohio State, who had a point to prove after losing the first time they met earlier in the season. And that's exactly what they got. Jeremiah Smith, he said ahead of time that if you play one-on-one, if you play one-on-one, you're not going to be able to cover me. He went out there and did exactly what he was supposed to do and handled his business. The funny thing about it, people right now are talking about Jeremiah Smith and how great he is and how good he is. And he's probably right now, even as a freshman, probably the #1 receiver in the country right now as a freshman. I've been watching Young Bull at Chaminade down there in Miami, for a few years. He's been like that. In Little League, he was like that. At Ohio State, he is like that. When he get drafted into the NFL, he's still going to be like that. He been like that for a long time. Outside of that, man, Ohio State looked very, very well. Again, hoping Coach Ryan Day can finish the task at hand. And for all the great players that have come through Ohio State, they can hoist that trophy at the end of the day.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud was a quarterback. You had C.J. Stroud, no national championship. Justin Fields, no national championship. Dwayne Haskins, no national championship. That's 3 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Now Olave, first-round pick. Garrett Wilson, first-round pick. Jackson Smith and Jigba, first-round pick. Marvin Harrison Jr., first-round pick. Chase Young, the #2 pick. Nick Bosa, the #2 pick. Jeff Okuda, Denzel Ward. Come on now, Ocho. Come on, Ocho. I mean, people, they make it seem like we just making stuff up. You got that level of talent year in and year out, and you ain't won no national championship. And people like, they're being too hard, bro. And you lose to Michigan. I personally don't think that's a stretch when you got that level of talent that's coming out year in and year out, and you're underachieving. There's no other way around it, Ocho. Coach Day, you did a phenomenal job of having this team prepared. And from the word jump,
I have a question, do you still is it considered underachieving the fact that you've had all these quality players year in and year out? Is it still underachieving simply because you haven't won a national championship, but the seasons have been a success?
Ocho,
I'm just asking.
Ocho, think about it. You got offensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, offensive player of the year. Think about it. You got quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, and you had Dwayne Haskins in succession.
Yes, sir.
Think about it. You had Jackson Smith and Jigba. You had Garrett Wilson. You had Olave. You had Marvin Harrison Jr. in succession, and a lot of those guys played together. You had a Chase Young. You had Nick Bosa, a Jeff Okuda, Denzel Ward. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Bro, that's 10. Bro, that's 10 first-round picks right there.
1 through 5.
And I said the same thing about Coach Saban. Coach Saban said that the fans in Ohio State are psychotic. I asked Coach Saban this. If you had consistently lost to Auburn, and you got Julio, and you got Calvin Ridley, and you got Julius, and you got Love, and you got Waddle, and you got Devontae Smith, and you got Amari Cooper, and you got those quarterbacks, you got Tua, you got Bryce Young, you got what's the guy that went to New England? Mac Jones. Mac Jones. Okay, you got him. Now you got, and plus you got what's the guy? Derrick Henry, and you got Najee Harris. You got Damian Harris. Bro, and I ain't even talking about the defense.
Right.
I ain't gonna talk about what they got.
That wasn't fair.
And you don't win no national
That
championship.
wasn't fair.
Better rest. Even after a couple of years of Coach Saban, and Alabama fans, y'all know this. Even after a couple of years of not winning the national championship, after he had done 1 4 or 5, they said Coach Saban done lost his fastball. That man had got 4 or 5 national championships, and they saying that with the talent. Right. You got Quentin Williams, and you got Allen, and you got all those guys. See, man, you better, you better.
I tried 180.
When you have that level of talent, Ocho, I mean, think about Alabama, the level of talent that they put out every single year. Ohio State ain't far behind. The only difference is Alabama has won in the last 15 years, has won 6 national championships, played for another 3. That's the difference between them and Ohio State.
You know what I would love to hear, especially in the chat, and then probably people that are going to watch this after the fact and hear us talk about this and saying that Ohio State is underachieved based on the level of talent that they've had in succession there without winning a national championship. I'm curious to hear rebuttals and with the, not excuses, but the reason behind why they haven't won will be. And, you know, people always find a way to come up with something. I don't want to call them excuses, but there are valid reasons depending on what they may be. For whatever reason, I'm curious to hear what they have to say.
Hey, bro, let's go.
Has received a $6 million offer to enter the transfer.
Hey, let's go over there. Let's go over there.
Head into the NFL draft this spring, according to On3. Multiple Power 4 schools are working to get Ewers in the portal ahead of his final year of college eligibility.
Hey, bro, let's go over here.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
$6 million for 1 year, Ocho.
Yeah, he got to come back. He has to come back and continue to work on his game, because when you watch Ewers, I need your play to pop out on the screen. I need it to pop out. When you watch the Joe Burrow in college, you watch the C.J. Stroud in college, when you watch other quarterbacks like the Cam Wards, they pop out on screen. There's something special about those individuals. Special. So he needs to come back another year, no matter where it is, and pop out on.
I agree with you, Ocho. I don't see special. I see a good college quarterback, but I don't see special. I don't see, man, a must have, a guy that's boy, if they get him, he's gonna drastically change their fortunes. I don't see that. Right. Now, let's see. I mean, he might come back and get better, because nobody saw that. If you'd have asked teams that were going to look at Joe Burrow before he came back for his senior year, Joe Burrow didn't seem special, but he came back for that year. He was special. Mac Jones. Hell, if Mac Jones don't come to get that 1 year, Mac Jones ain't no first round pick.
Right.
Sometimes look, and I don't blame people like, well, look what, yes, okay. Now, can he make it happen? You throwing to Devontae, you got Najee, you got Waddle. You know, you got a very, very talented team. It just goes to show you just how good he was because he kept Bryce Young on the bench. And we see Bryce Young the next year won the Heisman.
Hey, and also look at the talent. This is what I like about Bryce too. Now we saw Bryce win the Heisman, but you look at the talent that Bryce had around him. So
yeah,
thought
for sure.
he got to Carolina. He thought something was wrong with him. Then he gets benched. He come back after getting benched, and I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what type of prayer he said. Now he's back to playing great football, look like the Bryce Young we saw in college. Even in losing, even in losing efforts as a team and as a quarterback, he looks totally different than he did when he first started.
He did. He does. They just need to give him some talent. If you look at the quarterbacks that perform well, look at C.J. Stroud. Yeah. Look at what he was throwing to Tank Dell and Nico Collins. Look at what he was throwing to. Okay? Look at Caleb Williams. He got Roman Doomsday first-round pick. He got DJ Moore, who just signed a contract extension. He got Keenan Allen. Look at what Daniels.
Yeah.
Jay, look at what he's throwing to. Damn, I mean, y'all want the man to come out. Hey, I don't care. Even Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison when he got there. He had Marvin Harrison. He had Ken Dilger. I mean, and he had Marshall Faulk.
That's crazy.
Yes, as a rookie. He had 2 first-ballot Hall of Famers as a rookie.
That's a lucky draw.
Ken Dilger had been to Pro Bowls. There's another, I forget the guy's name. Oh, my goodness, the other tight end. As a matter of fact,
this
the
shit
Colts
is
had
cap.
2 tight ends to make the Pro Bowl. Mark, what's his name? Go back and look at 90. Teddy, stop scratching the couch. I can't think of the other bro. He was what's that dude's name? Because I traded helmets with Ken Dilger at the Pro Bowl 1 year. I'm trying to think what year was that? Hell, I don't even remember. Pro Bowl tight end. No, in like the 90s. Yeah. Marcus Pollard. Thank you, chat. Marcus Pollard.
I remember Marcus Pollard. Mm-hmm. Hey, I ain't heard that name in a minute, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, y'all want these guys to come out here and do spectacular things, but go back and look at your favorite quarterback and see what they were throwing to. Y'all do realize that when Mahomes became the starter, y'all know who he was throwing to, right? He had Tyreek. He had Sammy Watkins. He had Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Could I interest you in any of those guys?
You know,
2 of those guys are going to the Hall of Fame. Tyreek and Kelce going to go to the Hall of Fame. That's what he was throwing to. Look at what Big Ben had to throw to.
Ooh. No, look what he's always had to throw to.
Thank you.
Hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers are just like Cincinnati when it comes to receivers. You know that? You notice that? They always have good receivers come through that channel no matter what. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, always.
Yeah, they had Plax, they had Hines. What's your guy that won the Super Bowl MVP?
Santonio Holmes.
Holmes. I mean, bro, y'all make it seem like yeah, give Bryce Young those type of weapons and let's see. You got to give a guy something to work with. Marino, I think Duper and Clay got there with Marino.
Mm-hmm.
In 83. They might have came in 80. It might have been 83. They might have got there together. But you got to get a guy something to work with. Damn. Penn State did not want Genty to get that record on their watch. Genty entered the game needing 131 yards of breaking the record, of tying the record, 132 to break it. Barry had 26-29, said in 1988. Penn State defense stifled Genty, holding him to a season-low 104 yards rushing. It's his first time not rushing for at least 125 yards in a game this season. He finished 28 yards shy of breaking Barry Sanders'
Hey,
record.
listen, they would pop a young bull like that, man. They would let him have it. Now, I thought, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't think he was gonna do well against Penn State because the level of competition he was playing at or with or against, for that matter, in his conference. But he looked pretty goddamn good. Listen,
Yeah,
he was breaking tackles,
he ran hard,
very
Ocho.
hard after contact. I'm not sure how many yards he had after contact, but
Most of them.
hey, he was hard to bring down. The first guy never made the tackle. The first guy never brought him down. For the most part.
Yeah.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman. No folks in suits telling us to raise prices for the heck of it. Just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love. Every aisle, every day. That's how we like to do business anyway. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Nickel Boys is one of the most celebrated movies of the year. It has now been nominated for 5 Critics' Choice Awards, including Best Picture of the Year, Best Director, Ramel Ross, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress, Anjanou Ellis-Taylor, Best Cinematography, and is a Golden Globe nominee for Best Picture of the Year.
Did I get how?
Critics across the country agree Nickel Boys is the best movie of the year. Nickel Boys, rated PG-13, now playing at select theaters. Additional cities opening soon.
But like I said, Ocho, you don't want that record. And my thing was that I said this on First Take. I said, look, I know what Ashton Genty is. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. If that quarterback goes out there and throw for 350 and 3 touchdowns, I'm going to go to the middle of the field, shake his hand, say, congratulations, young man. Good luck moving forward. But I refuse to let Genty run their ass to a victory. That's not going to happen. And they felt the quarterback couldn't beat them throwing the football. Yeah. And he couldn't. Because, when you take that running game away, because they wanted to give him the ball. But I thought, and the problem is they fell behind. Yeah. You fall behind, Ocho. That game was about to get really out of hand. Had the quarterback, Aller, he's doing the right thing by coming back because he's not very good, I don't think, in my eyes. Watching him play for the 3 or 4 games that I've seen him play, he is average. He's an average college quarterback. There's nothing special about him. But if he doesn't fumble that ball and they're about to go away 21-0, this thing about to get out of hand. Ugly. And now and that's what happened. When you get ahead like that, guess what? You take him out of the running game.
You don't have no choice.
Now you got But Genty, he ran hard, but hey, give Penn State credit. They say, we don't want you to break that record on us. And they did a great job of neutralizing him. Look, they need to go back, and everybody that played in the bowl game, they need to add those yards to the total. You can do it. Just add Barry what he did in the Holiday Bowl. Just go look it up. Barry had like 225 in the Holiday Bowl. Barry's record is really like 12 games, 2,800 yards, and like 40 plus touchdowns. They didn't count the bowl. See, they didn't count the bowl games back then, Ocho, like they do now. Barry had like 20 carries, and they took him out. Barry could have had another 300-yard game. They talk about they were taking Genty out. Go look at some of Barry's games, and when they took him out, Barry was having 300-yard games.
That's crazy.
Look at what he did to Oklahoma. Look at what he did to Nebraska. What he did to Missouri. Go back and look at Barry's stats. Even if Genty had broke his record, the greatest college.
Hey, where's that energy, Emma?
Is Barry Sanders. I think it's one of the 2 best seasons in the history. Joe Burrow, that 5,060 touchdown season, and then Barry Sanders, 2,800 yards and 40 plus touchdowns. If y'all just go back and look at the numbers that Barry put up, and you'll get a better appreciation of Barry Sanders' college career. Yeah. And his sophomore year, he backed up Thurman Thomas. Yeah. Barry didn't start. Thurman started. Barry ran back punts and kickoffs. Yeah. Let that sink. Let that sink in. Many of you believe Barry is the greatest running back in NFL
And he had to
history.
sit.
Started 1 year.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It was what Joe Burrow did that season there. You're probably not going to see it again because you're probably not going to be able to find two receivers like Chase and Jefferson. And then when you combine Marshall, and then you had the tight end Randy Moss' son, Thaddeus, you had Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you had Joe Burrow throwing the ball, you had an offensive line that was the best in college football. You got the perfect storm.
Yeah.
And you get the perfect storm, you saw it. I mean, the guy threw for 60 touchdowns.
That's
60. And look at some of the stats, what he did to Georgia, what he did to Clemson.
Hey,
what he did to Alabama. The Sugar Bowl between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame was postponed, and senseless act of terrorism. And so before we get into the show, we want to have a moment of silence for those that were impacted and all the New Orleanians that was impacted, the family, friends, and loved ones of this senseless and tragic. So we're going to take a few moments to pause to heartfelt condolences to those that were impacted by this. I know sometimes it's really hard for you to try to wrap your mind around something that's so senseless. I would encourage you to be vigilant, but not be afraid. Go about your normal life, because that's what terrorist cowards try to do. They try to put you in fear for your normal everyday activities. But we should not. We should be vigilant, but we should not be afraid. As we know, there is something that a person that sits high, or spirit, or whatever you believe, that sits high and looks low. He's the King of Kings. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He's the omnipotent one. And I know right now it's hard to understand, but I encourage God to give us all strength and understanding that what transpired today to start 2025, someone wanted their moment, and they took the coward's way to do just that. To all those that's impacted, all people that lost loved ones,
follow me,
that lost friends.
When you ready?
The nightcap crew, along with many others, sends our heartfelt thoughts and prayers. We pray that you gain comfort. We pray that you have understanding, and in time, and only when you're ready, hopefully you find peace.
Where are you going,
D's?
Bro, this dude keep running away.
I can only imagine receiving the news that some people received, that this had happened.
This boy keep running away, bro.
But I do understand. But I do sincerely, in all my heart, believe there is a higher power and a higher being, and we don't understand everything. Is not meant for us here to understand. But I do believe sunshine follows rain. And it's really dark right now for a lot of people in New Orleans, and for the city of New Orleans, because I know you're mourning, I know you're hurting. But just know you're strong, and think about what you've already overcome from Katrina and a lot of other things that have happened in that city. You're built for this. We're built for this. And like all things,
I need help.
Prime Rips reported that Shador
what is he doing?
Want to play for the Browns or the Titans.
I need help.
There will be multiple idiots that will say things that totally aren't true regarding I would like Shador and Shiloh to play in the NFL. If I were to say it directly to whom it may concern, not an attention seeker, I don't know NFL commission personally. I do know NFL commission personally. Drop. He like mic drop. I hadn't talked to Prime in a while because he's getting ready for the bowl games. I don't want to bother him. I'm gonna bother his ass now. he ain't got no bowl game to play. Yeah, he ain't got no bowl game to play for. So I'm gonna bother his ass tomorrow. I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
I talked to Prime yesterday or day before yesterday. He was checking on me, right?
Yeah.
About my situation. You already know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go in depth. He's like, everything good on there? I said, yeah, everything good. He said, man, I'm gonna hit I was waiting on my spirits to get back up because we lost the bowl. So I need a few days to myself. So he hit me, and I said everything is good, everything's good. So you know what, I'm gonna come on there with you guys. I was like, nah, don't come on. Let's save it for February 6th.
Yeah.
Let's save it for February 6th.
Nah, all he want to do is clown me. Nope. That's all he want to do. Because that's all he do when he call. He send me a text. So no.
That's good, boy. That's gonna be live, boy.
The thing is, in times like, I think I read something where he said y'all forgot, y'all was talking like this, but y'all forgot I got time today. The only thing I tell time is like when I'm going to 25, I ain't chasing no lies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chase it.
Why do we?
I'm not gonna shoot it down. I'm not gonna try to refute it. Whatever y'all believe, run with that.
It is what it is.
It is what it. Now I'm gonna see how long it's going. Because that's the one thing we know about a lie. Watch how quick it disappear.
Yeah.
Watch how quick it disappear.
You know what I don't like too. Now getting back to Prime, the door and whatever reporter says, he wouldn't want to play for the Browns. I mean, why even write something like that? It has to come from somewhere, or you just making it up.
A lot of times, people want to be the first to report something, because if you're second, the first man to climb Mount Everest, the first man to put a man foot on the moon.
Right.
It's not the second. That's not the second guy they remember. It's the first guy. It's Roger Bannister that broke the sub 4 minute mile. Right. It was Edmund Hillary. And notice the Sherpa that scaled Mount Everest.
Right.
Who remembers the second guy, Ocho?
Yeah.
Ocho, the number 17 BYU Cougars defeated the number 23 Colorado Buffaloes 36-14. Colorado was held to 210 total yards, only 2 net yards rushing. The Buffaloes were shut out in the first half while being limited to 61 total yards. They had 90 yards in the fourth quarter, with the Cougars leading by 29. Shador was sacked 3 times through 2 interceptions. He passed for 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, while completing 16 of 23 passes. Travis Hunter had 4 receptions for 106 yards, including a 43-yard touchdown, electric touchdown in the third quarter.
Talk to me, because BYU ain't no slouch, boy, at all.
They're not a slouch, but
yeah,
you got to have a better effort than this. They were never in the game. You give up a punt return for a touchdown. You give up an onside kick. It's Coach Prime's job to have this team prepared and ready to play better than what they showed up to do. It's really that simple. Let's not make it like, they had a chance. No, they didn't. No, after the first 2 series, Ocho, you knew Colorado didn't have no chance of winning this game.
It looked as if they didn't belong.
Hey, bro, come get me. Come get me.
As if they were the JV team, and the JV team is scrimmaging against varsity. For some reason, BYU just look faster. They look a little bit more dominant at the point of attack. I'm like, well, something ain't right.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, well, damn.
If
they were more physical, circles around you. I'm like,
wait a minute now. Now, if my memory serves me correct, and I'm thinking of the old BYU and not thinking of the new BYU, the culture over there has changed. The players over there have changed, and the boy flying around.
Man, I thought my TV had glitched. I said, they got them boys fast. I said, man, ain't no way they moving that fast. Man, that dude hit that cone on that Ocho. That dude hit that cone on the punt return.
Nah, he
like, what that is anybody gonna get close to it? And then they kick the field goals, come back with an onside kick. See? Yeah. Because you know what I see on film? I see when they kick the ball, y'all leaving before the ball kick. Okay, we got a surprise for you.
Right.
That's how you block a punt. That's how you block a PAT. That's why you do an onside. You study. Hey, the L3, the L4, they leave real quick. Before the ball's even kick, they already turning to get back in position. We can hit onside. And that's the perfect time, because guess what? See, if you down by 5 points in the fourth quarter, they expecting it. You're not expecting that in the first quarter, are you? That's why. Remember how New Orleans got the Colts in the Super Bowl with the onside? Opened the second half
That's a
with
good
it.
one.
You're
That's a
not
good one.
expecting it.
Hold on. It's a big.
Yeah, but Ocho, I'm watching this game. I'm like, damn. I say these DBs, they did these receivers up. I'm like, they in their hip pocket. And Colorado resorted back, not staying on their blocks, and it was just bad. It was just bad. It was bad. It was bad. And I'm like, damn. I mean, look, they had a great season, but they
learn master instruction.
Ocho, they had a
You
great
learn
season.
masters, nigga. How you learn
You
masters,
didn't
nigga? You
finish
on
it like you
vacation.
wanted.
I
I commend Shador for playing. I commend Travis for going out
who
there
I
and
love
playing.
there?
Boy, I was like, I didn't recognize. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Huh?
I did not. This Colorado looked like the Colorado that lost to Nebraska.
Hey,
Remember they lost to
or
Nebraska
something?
early in the season on the road, Ocho? And Nebraska put that open.
Fire. Right now, dead ass.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story with a
Like
professional
that funny,
website
bro.
that reflects who you are and what you have to offer. Customize every element of your website.
The funny thing about it, they look like a team that wasn't prepared, but knowing Prime and understand how his preparation works and the time that he's
gotta
put
go to
in
the gym in the
with
morning,
the
bro.
players and having a great game plan,
Gotta go
having
to
a
the gym
great
in the morning.
scheme. They just weren't able to execute it the right way, and that's on the players. The onus of that is on the players, but obviously the
What you playing, bro?
the main problem where it would result, it would always point to the coach when you know that's not the fact.
Come on, Jay, fuck that shit,
But, man, listen, they had a
bro,
hell of a season.
bro,
I'm
he's
glad
not good like me, bro.
Travis Hunter and Shador were able to come out healthy. I wish them all the best too, man. I wish them all the best.
He's 17 right now. He used to best since he was like 12.
You wanna get the win.
Hey, bro,
Somebody
can
got
you
to
give me,
lose.
buddy?
The thing I like about college football now, there are no more ties. There used to be ties in college football.
You say you high?
Yeah.
How?
Ties like kissing a pretty girl through a screen port.
Come on.
You know what
How
I'm saying?
you
You got the screen up there and she on the other side.
Hey,
Ain't no
what,
lips
did y'all
touching,
make a
ain't no
baby yet?
smile, ain't nothing. I ain't trying to tie nobody. I don't want no tie. Tie your shoes. Damn sure ain't tie no football game. We don't go out there and compete Ocho for an hour. And then all of a sudden, okay, that's it, guys.
I believe
Hell
in you,
no.
bro.
But congratulations, BYU. We don't want to take anything away from you. Look, obviously, we did a lot of covering of Colorado. Coach Prime is a friend of the show. But you guys, y'all put it on them. Y'all opened up a can. They went with the purpose. They showed up. Ocho, they showed up. They showed up with the sole purpose of doing what they did to Colorado. They said the world's gonna be watching Colorado, but make them remember us. We remember you, bro. We remember because y'all did a number on them. Y'all did a number on them.
For the spatulous bitch, bro.
Yes,
My
sir.
bitch is hard.
Says the NCAA Division I mark with his 156 touchdown pass in the Miami loss, but doesn't come out in the second half. After the loss, Miami coach Mario Cristobal was asked about the decision for Ward to sit. All meetings with player and decision like that, we made them private. We kept them private. So I prefer not to answer any questions as it relates to that. But I know he played his best while he was in there. Is it a good look or a bad look?
When I think about it,
I'll go first. It's a terrible
look. The fact that he even played. I'm not sure if something may have happened in the first half where it kind of scared him away from wanting to play in the second half. But if you played the first half, you might as well finish the second. Now that's just my thought.
I gotta wake up in the morning
I'm
for
already
the
in there.
gym, bro.
I'm just you want to win the game.
Nah, it's
you
almost
play to win the
time to
game.
get off.
If you don't want to leave your teammates
All right,
hanging.
bro. I hope y'all make
If
a
you're gonna
banger,
start the game,
bro.
you might as well finish it. I mean that's just my thinking. Yeah, so I don't.
I think everybody's thinking like that.
I think something might have happened. Something might have happened. You don't.
I don't. I think he got out. He's like, I'm unscathed in the first half. I'm unscathed. I ain't gonna tell him
At all.
But my thing is just don't play.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna
just don't
start
play
something,
at
you
all.
gotta
No,
finish
just
it.
don't play at all.
That's how I look at it.
You got it. And I think I agree with you. And I think scouts and I think personnel is gonna, they're not gonna look favorable upon that decision because they're saying if you're there, you took yourself out of the game. But the myth, hold on, Ocho. But he said all meetings with players and decisions like that, we made them in private. We keep them in private. So I prefer not to answer any questions as it relates to that. If that was his decision, he would have said that was my decision. Right. And we're going to go with that. Clearly, it was not his decision because he doesn't want the kid to look bad. I give him credit, but I think the average person knows that the kid made a decision, and that's his decision to make. But for me, if I start, I'm gonna finish. Either I'm gonna play the whole game, or I'm not playing at all.
I kind of understand it, but I kind of don't. It kind of makes sense, but then when I sit back and think about it, it really doesn't either. What's the point of playing 2 quarters and not playing the second? You know, the made them. I don't know.
Thank you, Ocho.
So that's why I keep saying I think something must have happened in the first half. That's why I keep saying that, because there's no way.
It did happen. He threw 3 touchdown passes and he didn't get hurt.
That's what happened. As a competitor, once you're in that environment and you're competing, ain't no way in hell you coming out. Absolutely not. I mean, it's just in your nature. When you get hurt, they can barely pull players out the game.
Right. I mean, for a guy to even if he's hurt, Ocho, he has to be really hurt where he feels he can't do his job, or he's going to end up hurting himself or putting a team in harm's way. Other than that, the guy's not coming out. That's the heart. That's why they started having spotters with concussions, because guys wouldn't come out of the game, or they would lie and say, "Nah, I'm good." But now they have, because sometimes the one thing that we do know about this, Ocho,
you do.
Sometimes you have to protect us from ourselves. you got to protect us from ourselves. But for me, I think this is a bad look. I think scouts, it's going to be very interesting, because I can assure you, you and I have we've been in those meetings at the combine where they go in there and they're going to say, "Son, tell us what you was thinking. Why didn't you play the second half?" Now, just so you know, your head coach is going to tell them. So don't go in there and think you pulling the wool over somebody's eye.
They know.
They don't talk to
They know everything. But in his case, in his defense, when they turn the film on, the entirety of the season, you know what you're getting. Outside of what he pulled tonight in that second half, as a quarterback, any team that may need one, and it's a few of them, up in them first 5 picks, you know what you're getting as a quarterback.
Ever wondered why you should get an LLC with a third party when you can do it all by yourself? Yeah, of course. Those companies want to make a profit. And this is the beauty of Taylor Brands. They are transparent about the fact that starting a business costs money. There's no way around it. Plus, they're not keeping it a secret that you can handle some of these services on your own if you want to. But Taylor Brands is not about that. After answering a few questions, their guided platform will create a personal business plan based on your specific needs and will take you step by step on your business journey. You have real people you can talk to via their live consultations, making Taylor Brands the only business builder. Think of it like going to the mall. Everything you need is in one place. You only need to park your car once. You can form your LLC, take care of your business licenses and permits, set up your business insurance, open a business bank account, brand your business automatically with easy-to-use tools, and keep it safe with the trademark. That's a lot. I'm not about selling you stuff you don't need. Taylor Brands is all about giving you the
The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance into a single elimination in-season tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup championship in Las Vegas. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVE. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. Ocho, this is our last show of 2024. Yeah. Let's go out with a bang.
Yes, sir.
The very last show. Thank you guys for making Nightcap what it is, because without you, Ocho and I and the Nightcap family can't be what we have become. And it's thanks for your eyeballs and your ears and your support. So here we are, the final show of 2024. We're going to go out with style. The San Francisco 49ers lose at home to the Detroit Lions. The Lions put up another 40 ball. You're going to have to score points to beat this football team. Very well coached. Offensively, they're as good as we have in the NFL. And everybody keeps talking about, the Cincinnati Bengals got the best offense. Are we sure?
Yes.
Are we sure?
Yes.
All I know is one team is averaging 34 points a game. Now, what is Cincinnati's averaging? But we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to hold on, but it's going to be fireworks. I got me a nap in today, too. It's on.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you to know, I'm going to kick so much ass tonight, my feet going to stink. I just want you to know, Ocho, my feet going to be stinking because I'm kicking ass tonight.
Hey, but you feeling good tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'm on one. I'm on one, Ocho. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite uncle, Shannon Sharp. That guy is the Liberty City legend. Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. As I mentioned earlier, guys, thank you for your support in 24 and beyond. You've been down with us from the jump, and we appreciate that. So let's continue this thing into 25, but let's make sure we close out this show in 24 with a bang. Please go check out Shea by LaPortier. The holidays heading into 25. What better way to celebrate heading into 25 than with a bottle of Shea by LaPortier? If you can't find it in a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to you. And one more thing, please drink responsibly. Go follow my media company on all of its platforms, Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Our newest releases just dropped last month. We've got t-shirts, sweats, as well as stocking stuffers such as beanies, koozies, and mugs. Quantities are limited. Make sure you go grab yours while supplies last. Hopefully, everyone has received their merch. Monday, Tuesday of last week. Obviously, Christmas was on Wednesday, and then we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so hopefully by today, everybody has received what they ordered. They're pleased with what they ordered and very happy with the quality in which they thought it would be. Let us know what you think. Guys, ever since Black Friday, we put all the merch on sale. Ever since Black Friday, so a little better part of 6 weeks, Ocho, the merch has been marked down.
Right.
It goes back to original price at the top of the year. So January 1, the original price will go back into effect. So if you want to take advantage of the Black Friday pricing, you have tonight and tomorrow, because on Wednesday, it goes back to the original pricing. Thank you guys for your support, because without you, this wouldn't happen. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop, are on sale now. The link is pinned in the top of the chat. February the 6th in New Orleans. Be there. we've been nominated for 2 sports podcast awards, the Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Please go vote for us. The link is in the chat, pinned on our social pages and in all our social bios. The Lions defeated the 49ers 40-34. Detroit improves to 14-2, including a perfect 8-0 on the road. This is coming Sunday game against the Vikings will determine which of those teams finish atop the NFC North and gets the number 1 seed. That's what you want to have happen. NFL couldn't have drawn it up any other way, Ocho. You got 2 teams battling out. There's more than stake. You get the
Ask AI helps pinpoint the most relevant examples from your IntelliJ search results, or quickly extract one or more specific data points from multiple documents. Simply execute your search, and you can ask AI a question about the concepts or topics within your search results. In seconds, Ask AI returns answers for each document, including links to verifiable citations you can rely on. AI you can trust, from the trusted leader in SEC compliance research.
Adobe Creative Cloud enables me to work for myself on lots of different projects.
It's always important to try new things in your work. It stops you getting bored. It makes things fresh.
It opens up a whole other world.
It makes you feel like a complete creative.
the division champ, and you get the team to get the number 1 seed. Tonight's victory marked the first Lions road win against the 49ers since 1975. And you got to go back, Ocho. 1937, in which the team scored 10 touchdowns and nobody punted. 10 tubs, no punts. The punter took the night off. I know what you call them. San Francisco, which their kicker, he took the night off too. I ain't want to say nothing, but he did, Ocho.
He sure did.
He took the night off, but Ocho, the Bengals 14-2 go on the road 40-34 over the San Francisco.
Hold on. You just said, see, I know you got us on your mind because you understand we're the best team in the AFC, but you said the Bengals.
I said the Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay, Detroit Lions go on the road and they beat the 49ers 40-34, 14-2 Detroit, 6-10 San Francisco. San Francisco played very, very well. But I just want to know, did those two interceptions that Purdy threw, did they play any role in them losing this game? Any role whatsoever?
Yeah, absolutely.
Be careful what you say now. Be careful what you say, because I've heard you say it before.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Hey, there were points scored off those turnovers.
Okay. So when Joe Burrow turned the ball over against the Bengals and the other team scored.
One tap.
I waited to say that. See what I did? You see how I walked around?
Damn. You shut up, you bitch ass nigga. You fucking suck. God damn, you fucking suck. Shut up, nigga. You fucking dumbass, bro.
You can't make those kind of mistakes. Obviously, you're already behind the 8 ball. You don't have any chance of making the playoffs right now, you know. But in order to win a game, can against a team like Detroit that can put up a 50 ball at any point because you have a head coach that's going to play extremely aggressive.
Goodbye.
He's going on 4th down, 3rd down, 2nd down. He going go for it on 5th down if they have 5 goddamn down. So you have to be conscious of your decision making and when you're throwing the ball. Kirby Joseph, a young bull having a hell of a season.
Yes.
Having a hell of a season.
Great ball skills.
2 interceptions tonight. 1 Purdy sail on the mid dig route. Then the second one, that's straight film.
He stared it down.
Hey, that's straight film study. Not only staring him down, but just knowing the tendencies and what they want to run based on formation and alignment. He jumped that right away.
I was wondering.
Purdy has to play better. He has to play better.
I was wondering how many times they gonna let them run the dagger route before somebody jumps? How many times did we see Pearsall run it? How many times did we see Kittle run it? How many times did we see Juwan Jennings run it? I'm like, well, damn, y'all just gonna let them run dagger or over route the whole game? Ain't nobody gonna jump anything?
Yeah, they kept doing it over and over, just using different players.
That's it.
Same exact thing.
And the thing is, and Purdy doesn't have the strongest arm, so he's got to kind of glance at it because he doesn't have an arm that's like, I trust it and I can get it there. He's throwing it in anticipation. And Joseph, you look at Joseph, he steady watching his eyes and he steady drifting. Like, okay, you going there. Because you ain't got the kind of arm to look me off here and go back over there.
And then come back to it. No.
I ain't even worried about it. I'm not worried about it. And Joseph made 2 great plays, like you said. He sailed that one on Pearsall. No, he sailed that one on Pearsall, and then he sailed another one on Juszczyk.
Yeah,
fullback. Yeah, and so but the Lions, Ocho, look, their defense. You can have, their defense give up a lot of points and yards, but you gotta score. The likelihood of you beating Detroit and you scoring 17 points, you scoring 20 points, I don't believe you're gonna do it.
That ain't gonna cut it.
I don't believe so either.
That's what makes the next game that they have. If I'm not mistaken, they playing the Vikings, right?
Vikings in Detroit.
Hey, that's gonna be a shootout. That's going to be a shootout. Now in this game, obviously, I get the edge to the goddamn Vikings simply because of the defense that they have and the amount of pressure that Flores is going to put on golf.
Hey, not
so, that's going to be an interesting one. I'm excited for the Lions and what Dan Campbell has been able to do in such a short amount of time in changing a laughing stock of an organization around that fast with all-season acquisitions, trades, via draft, is unbelievable. The way they put everything together.
You look at what Brad Holmes has done. You take Jahmyr Gibbs. Everybody say you don't draft a running back at a top 10 pick. You don't take Gibbs. You get J-Mo Jameson Williams. He's coming off an injury, so you don't even play him. You're like, man, the likelihood of us getting a receiver next year that's as talented as this kid isn't very good. Let's get him. We can stash him. They go out, they draft Aiden Hutchinson. We see what he did. They made the trade for Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's sign him long term to make sure we have him in the fold. Penei Sewell, we're gonna make sure we sign him, have him in the fold. Oh, let's start tying up some of our younger players, but they've done a great job of drafting. That's the key. They've done not just the first round, Ocho, but if you go look at the later round picks, they're doing extremely well. They're very smart, judicious with their free agent money, knowing that, look, we got a quarterback that's making a ton of money. We got an offensive tackle that's making a ton of money. We got a wide receiver that's making a ton of money. And, J-Mo going to be coming up. He's going to be knocking at the door pretty soon. And so they've done a great job of tying up people that they want for the long haul. They've done a great job of that. Brad Holmes, he deserves a lot of credit. That's the general manager of the Detroit Lions. Give him some credit because for a lot of times they wasted some picks.
Yeah.
They hit on Megatron and then Charlie Rogers couldn't stay healthy. Roy Williams had a great couple of years. And then he
rest in peace. Yeah.
He moved on. And so I like what I'm seeing from Detroit. They got a very good look at Jared Goff with 26 and 34. 3 touchdowns, clean game. Jahmyr Gibbs, 18 rushes, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. They had 33 rushes, 152. And because they're so balanced, 34 rush attempts.
Hey, Crimson, if you leave, you a bitch, nigga. And I punch your mom, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah,
balance.
Very balanced.
Talking about you, Crimson beef off 9-100.
Ball in the belly of Gibbs or Reynolds or one of those running backs.
Everybody's sucking up. They got to. You got to react. You got to. And that split second is all you need. That split second.
Ocho.
Yeah.
You see that play? They hit Amon-Ra St. Brown on the dig route. He picked J-Mo coming. I said, boy, look here. Detroit Lions, boy, they got more tricks than $1,000 escort. Boy, they got a bag up. Boy, I'm just saying, Ocho. He was in his bag tonight. I'm just saying, Ocho. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I hold on now. Now I don't know the price of escort, but escorts cost $1,000.
Hey, it all depends what you want. But they got the tricks. I mean, hey, and the trick, hey, more and more tricks cost more and more money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A plain hamburger might cost you $2. Add pickles, that's another 50 cents. Add lettuce, that's some more money. Add onions, add bacon, add eggs. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Add avocado. See, what started as a $2 burger, by the time you get it, costs you $10. So the phone call come over there, she come over the phone, $500. Okay, what you want? On the back rub, that's another $250. You want something else? That's another $175. I'm just saying, Ocho, I don't know. I ain't never ordered one, but I'm just saying, I can just imagine.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
But this is what you want.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, you get Detroit, you get the Vikings, meaningful game. You get Pittsburgh, and you get Cincinnati.
Right.
Meaningful games. You want games to mean something. And because they mean something, look, Josh Allen's going to go in there. He got a consecutive start streak going. They don't break that. So he's going to come in and take one snap. He probably hand the ball off, and that's his day.
Yeah.
That's his day. Patrick Mahomes, he ain't dressing out. Andy Reid said, we haven't decided. I need to talk to my starters. What we going to do?
Right.
They're not playing, guys.
So Carson Wentz is going to start, right?
Carson Wentz is going to start.
So even with Carson Wentz starting, we understand he's had some success at the quarterback position. As of late, obviously, towards I'm not sure, after his injury, he wasn't as good as he once was.
Yes.
I know what Carson Wentz can do when he plays well. I think Andy Reid is going to have him in a position, which is why I felt so confident about, even though they're playing the B side of the Chiefs, I felt so confident in the Chiefs winning because they can lean on their defense. As long as Carson Wentz can play.
How many of the defensive starters you think go play?
It's only 53 people on the roster now. They can't sit every goddamn body.
I guarantee you, but
somebody got to play.
They do. I guarantee you, there's gonna be a lot of practice squad guys get called up this week.
Right. Ooh, hey, it doesn't even matter for them anyway, huh?
No, they got the number one seed already sold up. They're locked into number one. Buffalo's locked into number two. The winner, Pittsburgh and Baltimore, gets locked into 3, and Houston is locked into 4.
Okay, is it too late for me to renege on that bet and take that bet back?
Yeah, it is. It's way too late.
Okay.
Too late.
Okay.
Too late. I don't know if you heard of the song by Tavares. There was a group called Tavares, and they had a song. One of their best songs was called "Too Late."
Right.
Yeah, we done locked the store. We done locked the door. We done cleaned up the store. It's too late.
Dang.
So I appreciate that. So I make sure you're in New Orleans. Make sure you bring a little extra for your boy. I appreciate it. Really appreciate that. But the Detroit Lions 40, San Francisco 49ers 34. Detroit improves to 14-2, including a perfect 8-0 at home.
Yeah.
Tonight marked the Lions' first road win against the 49ers since 1975. So almost 40 years.
Crazy.
They last beat the 49ers on the road. Obviously, we know they lost to the 49ers last year in the NFC Championship game. They came back. They wanted to come out here because it was a very important game. Very, very important ball game for them. But you look at Ricky Pearsall, had his best game as a pro. 6 months after getting shot in the chest?
Yeah.
Boom. 8 for 141 and a touchdown. George Kittle, 8 catches, $112. Tremendous. Juwan Jennings, 7 for 67. Ocho on the out ball. He had him. I don't know. You can't throw that out ball late.
You got to throw it. Listen,
in the back of the head.
Yeah, if you don't have the arm strength for one as a quarterback, you got to know your arm strength.
You got to throw that thing on anticipation.
You got to know. Listen, when you take that drop, when you're coming from under center, or if you're in the gun, you can't take no hits. You got to hit that third step.
Back foot go.
The ball got to go. It got to be gone.
You got no hit.
You have to anticipate it if you don't have the arm strength like a Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers. Some of those dudes that have, arm talent like that. You ever get it out of there. Purdy has to have better anticipatory skills, man. You have to. And tonight he was off.
Yeah, when that back foot hit, that ball's got to come out.
Out of there.
And that's what a lot of times when guys that don't have the arm, you go watch it when Joe throw that ball, or when you say Steve Young throw that ball, ball is 1, 2, 3, boom, it's gone. It's got to be. And Jared Goff on the 4th down, he's got to throw that ball in anticipation. The field is so condensed. the defense is not going to disperse like they would because they don't have to. They don't have to worry about somebody running by them. So they got the back of the end zone. He's got to throw that. When Laporta gets to the top of that route, that ball's got to be gone, Ocho.
Got to be gone.
It's got to be gone. And when Laporta caught the touchdown on the angle, he was late on that one.
That one, yeah.
It's just the deep. I'm like, bro, why y'all getting so? First of all, if the DB all he had to do was glance, you think Laporta's going to run a go ball, and they just ran the back on a swing route. Come on, defense. Now y'all smarter than that. Now, okay. What's the likelihood of Laporta running up the rail and they run a swing route? No. What they're trying to do is to get me to widen to take the back and they're gonna bring Laporta back. Wow. How you know that, Sharp?
Wherever you leave from, they're gonna replace you.
Yeah. How you know that? Cause I know you don't know that. That's why I know that. That's why I know that. Cause I know you gonna take the cheese.
Yeah.
Hey, we dangle the cheese out there. He gone.
Right. Yeah.
Come in right behind him. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you leaving your door unlocked. Now I'm gonna go in here and pillage the place. And by the time you get back, I'll be long gone. But your items will be missing.
Yeah.
But the Lions win. Ocho, T. Higgins.
Let's go.
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 Willing to take less money to stay with the Bengals. Being paid as the number one receiver isn't the top motivator. I'm playing with one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best wide receivers. That thing's open up for me. In this offense, everyone gets the chance to be spotlighted. I just read an article today that T. Higgins' market is going to be somewhere a little north of $30 million a year on the free agent market.
Yes, sir.
Now, look, that's his choice. I think he's saying all the right things, and you don't want to because you know, Ocho, if he goes, he's selfish. Why he's selfish? Mike Brown done made all that money. He ain't paid but a handful of people since he owned the team.
You got to talk to him. I can't say it no more. I mean, can you please tell the people in the chat? I'm sure listen, I know we have a lot of Bengal fans in the chat right now. I know we do. Can you please tell them the importance of your first contract as a player after you put all the work in to get to this point? And I know he means well. I know he does. I would love to see him stay. But you got to say something because I done said it. I don't think people listen to me because they've been arguing me down. You know, my fans, that I love dearly, they've been arguing me down based on what I said. Maybe if they hear from you, I don't know, man.
The first contract, especially T. Higgins was a second round pick, if I'm not mistaken. Your first contract is what solidifies everything. Now that gives you, if you want to down the road, Ocho, if you want to take a little less money or you want to give them a little haircut. Now look, when I say give you a haircut, I ain't getting no damn bald head now. I ain't getting no Kojak. That's what you used to call a bald head when I was growing up, Ocho. Hey, the old man going to, hey, Green, give me that Kojak. That meant a bald head. Nah, I ain't getting no bald. Now, if you say, okay, I'm gonna stay, I could go get 31 million as a free agent. Now you're gonna give me 28, 29. So when I project it out, that's about okay. I'm gonna lose 10 million. You know what, Ocho? With a couple of incentives here and there, I do a couple of appearances. I can make that up. Right. But when you tell me on the free agent market, I can get 5 years, 160 million with 80 million guaranteed, and what y'all can only get to is 120 million. Oh hell no! 20 when you start once you get past 20, 30 million.
Right.
I can't even hear nothing y'all saying.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all bull jabbing. No, I can't give because here's the thing, Ocho.
Yeah.
If the networks were to go to the NFL and say, y'all cut us a deal, what you think they're gonna say, Ocho?
Fuck.
No. They're not getting no deal from the NFL is not giving, because I don't think y'all understand. Chat, stay with me right here. Do y'all realize that even though like ESPN is paid $2.2 billion and Fox is paid $2 billion and all these networks, do you realize even on playing the $2 billion, the 1.8, the other $2.2 billion, that in order for ESPN to show video clips, they got to pay for that too?
Oh yeah.
11 minutes of video clips is about $2 million. Let that sink in. Chat, listen to me. 11 minutes worth of video clips. How many video clips do you think ESPN show in a day?
A lot.
How many do you think they show in a week? Same for Fox, same for CBS, same for NBC, same for Amazon. Think about that. So I just pay, hold on. It's like Ocho.
Yes, sir.
I go pay $200,000 for a car.
Ooh.
You mean to tell me I got to pay for the umbrella that come in the car too? You can't give me that as a discount? God dang.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I don't understand, and I think about the nature of the business when it comes time to get paid. For one, the teams aren't going to come to you with your best interest in heart or in mind. They're gonna lowball you.
Of course.
They're gonna lowball you. You know, I understand. I know the game that they're going to play as much as I love the game of football, but I understand the bidding war. I understand what it's going to take to get your money. I understand what it's going to take to get what you deserve. Already having a $55 million quarterback, already having a Jamar Chase who should be paid top premium dollar as a one.
Yes.
As either he should reset the market, right? Or no?
Oh yeah. He gonna touch 40. He's looking to touch 40.
Yeah.
Because if you got him last year, Ocho, he said, okay, give me $1 million, give me $2 million per year, plus another $5 million more guaranteed than the Jetta got. And I'm cool with that. But y'all make me play. Hold on. I got the Triple Crown. Y'all made me play. Y'all made me swim these shark-infested waters.
Yeah.
And I came out on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm breathing heavy.
Yes, sir.
But I'm in the promised land.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to break bread.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to break bread.
It's different. You know, it was a gamble. It was a gamble on the Bengals end. You know, and you want to say and mention, he has 2 years left on his contract. And I said it before the season started. I wouldn't care if he had 50 years left on his contract. Please understand the type of player and the individual you have.
Yes.
Understanding not what he's doing now, but what he's going to continue to do in the foreseeable future. You might want to lock him up and get him a little cheaper now, as opposed to letting him play. And now you see what you got. You got a goddamn Triple Crown win on your hands. 15, 16, some goddamn touchdowns. And now, I mean, listen, you can't play now. There's nothing you can say. There is no excuse now that you can say. Nothing.
Both of them. T. Higgins, too. They made T. Higgins play on the franchise tag.
Yeah, man.
He upset about that. They made Chase go back and play. He upset about that. But if you notice, now, here's the thing. If neither guy...
Hey, let's go over there. Let's go over there.
The fans going to label them selfish. They don't care anything about winning. Well, considering that you don't want to pay the guys, that means you don't care about winning either.
Yeah.
Because I just want y'all to know, everybody think, well, that's what Tom Brady did. There have been a lot of other guys that's taking discount that didn't win like Tom Brady. So just like you take Tom Brady and like him be the outlier, what about all the other guys that took discounts that didn't win Super Bowls?
This is what people have to understand about Tom Brady's situation, about being able to take less. For one, you have Bill Belichick. You had a great coaching staff. You have an organized, structural organization that was built to win. So I'm taking less because I understand what I can do if with taking less, and what Bill can do when it comes to drafting and bringing in free agent players.
Okay.
It worked. It worked because they had a system. So you know what? Okay, I can take less. Not only can I take less, but I'm also married to the richest woman in modeling as well.
Yes.
Whatever I'm missing out on, I make up for it times 10 because she makes 3 times what I'm making anyway.
We got a two-income household.
What?
Most NFL players don't have a two-income household, Joe. I'm just being fact. Listen, and I don't want y'all to try to beat Ocho and up tonight. Right. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But what Tom Brady had with his former wife Giselle is unique. Most NFL players, their wives aren't working. And if they are working, they're not generating that kind of income. So it's easy.
Yeah.
When Tom was making 10, she was making 25. So that's a $35 million income household. Most households It's not working like that. Now, I'm not saying there might be some that they have a little side hustle going on, but for the most part,
the money is different. The money she making is different.
Yes,
different. She making quarterback. She making number one quarterback money.
But she was making that 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was making that 10 years ago. She was an entity. She was already a business.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, she was more popular than when they got together.
They already
she was a bigger name.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
You know you big when you go by one name. Now most Brazilians, when they become something, they go by one name. You get Pele. You
Hey, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here.
Neymar, yeah.
You get Kaká.
Yeah.
You get. That's when you know when you can go by one name.
Yeah.
LeBron, Steph, Magic, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq. Okay.
Ocho. yeah. Hey, but speaking of, I just did something with Shaq tonight. Did something with Shaq tonight.
What you do with Shaq? What you do with Shaq tonight?
He's in his building.
Breaking cards.
Oh, he's by himself.
Memorabilia. So people watch the chat on TikTok and they purchase memorabilia, but they don't know what's in it. And so we opened it, and it's Jim Kelly. We pulled John Elway tonight, signed autograph stuff. So they pay for the item, but you don't know what's in the item until we open it live on TikTok like that. So
it's kind of like potluck. You never know what you're gonna get. You know you're gonna get something, but you don't know who.
Yeah. Yeah, and Shaq told me to tell you, say it's no problem, it's no issues. He love you. He love you. So when
I'm gonna see it, man. Look, I ain't got no problem. I've known Shaq a long time. The trainer that used to train Shaq, I ain't got no beef with Shaq.
What you say?
Yeah, I ain't got no beef with it.
Thank you.
He just
Can
told
you take it off
love
from
you.
me?
When I see him, I'm gonna catch up with him next time I'm in the A. Because he's down there, he's a little south of me, but I'm gonna catch up with him. Ocho, check this out. The four leading NFL receivers in the NFL were all born within 120 miles of each other. Jamar Chase was born in Harvey, Louisiana. Justin Jefferson, St. Rose, Louisiana. CeeDee Lamb, Opalasa. I guess that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all let me know the correct pronunciation of Louisiana. Brian Thomas Jr. was in Walker, Louisiana, and for a bonus, Malik Neighbors was in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Hey, that's crazy, huh? That's crazy. Now listen, we're not talking about just any four players.
Yeah.
We're just talking about no any four players.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm coming.
Brian Thomas Jr., I'm not sure how many of y'all in the chat actually watch the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not talking about the TV.
Oh yeah, no. He's for real. He's for real.
Hey, he is the real deal. The real deal. Matter of fact, I tweeted him multiple times talking about his play, prior to the season. He sent me a jersey to the house, Brian Thomas Jr. and the Jacksonville Jaguars Twitter account. I appreciate y'all. I love you. I got my jersey. It's already framed up, so I definitely wasn't putting that on. But Malik Neighbors, the real deal. Matter of fact, Malik Neighbors is the reason why the damn Giants don't have the number one pick no more. He basically said, I'm going to take things into my own hands, and I'm going to go out here and cut a goddamn fool because you ain't putting me with no goddamn rookie quarterback next year. Bring me somebody here that season. Give me a vet.
The perfect situation, if you're not going to be able to position to get a rookie, I'm going to go get Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
Remember I told you last night.
Hey, let's go over here. Let's go over here.
You got to be careful now. Let's be careful. Remember, we saw Sam Darnold with the Carolina Panthers, right?
Right.
We saw Sam Darnold with the New York Jets, right? Now you take Sam Darnold and you put him with the Giants. You give him what he deserves based on his play this season. Yeah. Now all he has is Malik Neighbors. But now, is that something you really want to do?
You remember? Hold on. Didn't he get Garrett Wilson the rookie of the offensive rookie of the year?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he the quarterback with Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, let's go this way.
Obviously they're gonna need some more pieces, and the Giants got cap space.
Yeah. Now
they're gonna have some dead cap space with the quarterback, losing the quarterback. Yeah. But they're gonna have some space to go out and get somebody else. Hey, hell, I'll make a play. Hey, him and T. Higgins, pair them up.
Ooh,
with Sam Darnold.
Hey, I like that. But where at though? You talk about New York?
Yeah, the Giants.
Ooh, now you talking. Imagine that. Malik Neighbors on one side, T. Higgins on the other, Sam Darnold is a quarterback,
in that New York market. In that New York market?
Yeah.
Man, stop playing. Hey, T, I know you're going to see this, you know? And I just, listen, I love you to death. I love my Bengals to death. But I just want you, I want to see you get what you deserve. You know,
Yeah.
that's all. That's all.
It's almost like, Ocho, this reminds you of like in Pennsylvania, Montana, Marino, Namath, Kelly, all of them from that little pocket. So many, you know, what's old boy name? Rebus, Aliquippa.
They might be right
Tony
here.
Dorsett.
They scan over here.
I mean, that little smaller Pennsylvania, a lot of Hall of Famers came out of there. But this is, I mean, within 120 miles of each other. It'll be interesting. They probably, you know, Chase and Jefferson, they probably know each other before they got on the recruiting trail. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Because you know why they know each other?
Nah,
because
let's go.
Whatever part of Louisiana they were from, they didn't just start getting good. They've been good.
Right.
They've been good way back then. So obviously, you know players in different counties and in different cities that are playing well. So I'm sure they know each other, especially the 7-on-7 stuff when they were coming up.
Yeah, right.
And I'm sure they cross paths in those type of areas and environments.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform.
The map gonna close.
Add products.
That's off the map, bro.
Showcase them dynamically and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments and design your storefront down to the very last detail. Get all the tools you need. Drive more sales with customizable gift cards and flexible product subscriptions.
Right here.
Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program, email automations, and reach millions with sales channel integrations. Complete your setup with a personalized analytics dashboard. Make smart business decisions and shape the next phase of your business. Build, manage, and grow from one place. Go to Wix and launch your online business today.
Chase is gonna win the Triple Crown. Jetta's having an outstanding season. He's over 100 catches. Malik Neighbors, he's on pace. Well, the only thing is that he's got Brock Bowers. He needs 9 catches to set the single season record for tight ends. He has 4 more catches than Malik Neighbors. He has 108. Neighbors has 104.
But listen, that says a lot too, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Like, listen, Brock Bowers was the real deal at Georgia. He was a real deal. I didn't know what he would be in the NFL.
I knew.
We've seen many players. We've seen many players dominate, you know, at the college level, and get to the NFL and absolutely disappear. But Brock Bowers is everything is advertised, boy.
You know why I thought
everything is advertised.
You know why I thought he would be good, Ocho?
Yes,
because he's not a finesse tight end.
Come on,
he's an old
let's get him. Let's get him.
Put
Let's
his
get
hand
him.
in the dirt tight end.
Right.
That's
okay.
Run after the catch. He has great body control. He got great hands. Can catch the ball in traffic. He's good run after the catch. Now, is he Gronk? Is he Mark Bavaro or some of these big George Kittle? No. No. He's not that. Now, I'm not saying he's that, but he's a decent. And what I tell guys all the time, are you more of an asset in the passing game than you're a liability in the run game? Because if you are, you can play. You can be special in this league. Because that's all I'm asking. And that's what I told him. I said, Mike, I'm going to be more of an asset than I am a liability. Now, if you want me to try to hold up against Reggie and Strahan and Bruce, it ain't happening. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, go ahead and put somebody else in there. And when it comes to passing down, let me go on and get my little pass and I'll come on out. But they ain't going to just wear me out all day long. I'm going to get me a couple of wins now. And so that's the way you got to approach it. But 4 leading receivers, all within 120 miles of each other. Chase, Justin, Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Brian Thomas Jr., and Malik Neighbors for good measure. Ocho.
Hey, before you go, as great as Malik Neighbors is, Brian Thomas Jr., Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson, like, I would probably lock them up, and I have footage too. I have footage of me locking up Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and I think I would probably do the same to Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr.
What's up with all these pairs? You got Odell and Jarvis were together. You got Jetta and Chase were together, and you got Neighbors and Thomas were together. What the hell?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know. We might have to call LSU wide receiver university.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Some people say it's Ohio
State.
Some people say it's Alabama. I don't know. Right now, Alabama was hot. Alabama had a good run.
Yeah.
But right now,
they had Julio and they had Ridley and they had Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, Judy. Yeah,
Devontae
Ruggs,
Smith,
Waddle.
They had a nice pipeline coming through. But them goddamn LSU Tigers, boy, they knocking on the door now.
They doing something special. Ocho.
What happened?
After a 41-7 loss, the Cowboys wasn't bad enough. Then you had Michael Parsons. This is what Michael Parsons says.
Okay.
They had 2 big runs, 3 good deep shots, he told reporters. Other than that, we made them earn it. You take away the scoreboard, and it was about 5 plays that decided the game. That's why they keep
Let's go this way. Come this way.
Hey, Michael funny, man.
Hey, come
Michael
this way.
funny. Listen, glass half full. I understand what he's talking about.
Come on, bro.
I understand what he's talking about. I'm saying I can understand what he's talking about. Like you take the score away.
Hey, come this way.
Well enough.
Come this way.
No, you didn't.
There's too many people.
That's why you got beat 41-7.
Yeah, I know that. So I'm trying to understand. I understand what he's trying to say, but the delivery in the context of what he's trying to say, it don't fit.
Okay, so what about your team? Because you said them. You only scored 7. So how many plays? So what happened to that?
I don't know.
I don't, bro. Do you understand? There's nothing when you lose, Ocho. If the score was 28-27, the score was 28-31, you got a compelling argument. It's a play here, play there. Ocho, when you get beat 41-7, they got a whole lot of plays. You got no plays.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that's right. It makes no sense. It probably made sense to him right there in that moment, but I guarantee you, if you go back and he listened to it, he'd be like, you know what?
Oh, he's one time.
I should have thought that one through. I should have thought that one through before I said it. But he might really stand on business about what he said because maybe he's the only one that understands what he meant.
Yeah,
that could be it.
That's what delusion does. A delusional person believes what he sees, what he or she sees, what he or she says. That's what delusion causes you to do.
Right.
It's okay to say, guys, hey, they were just a better team today. That's what happens. You play a good team like that, and you don't take care of your responsibilities. This is what's possible. 41-7. But to sit there and say it was 5 plays. I'm confused. Chad, am I the only? Are y'all confused? Am I the only one that's confused by what he said? Ocho, it's okay to say nothing. It's okay to say, you know what? They were a better team today.
Yeah.
Hey, chalk it up. They beat us both times. They scored this many points on us in Dallas. We came here and they beat us. They're just the better team. It's okay. Nobody. There's not one Cowboy fan. There's not one realistic Cowboy player that think the Cowboys that showed up yesterday are the equivalent to the Eagles. Not one, if you're honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, that explains why you're in the predicament that you're in.
Yeah, not even close.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't went to their 3rd string quarterback, and he throwing touchdowns on you. And you talk about their 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah.
Is doing damage to y'all.
Yeah. You know, the Cowboys played well the past 2 weeks, though, especially defensively.
Because they have no expectation. You see what happens when you don't have expectations?
Yeah.
You see, now I told you, Ocho, they went in there, Tampa, good team. Ain't nobody expect anything. Tampa gonna blow them out. They win a couple of games. You're like, okay. They beat the Commanders.
Yeah.
They beat Tampa. And you're like, oh yeah, the Cowboys. Oh, Jerry started feeling himself. I love the way McCarthy got these guys playing. They didn't pack it in. They played tough. Okay, now we're gonna see what y'all gonna do.
19. The rest of the day is on
it wasn't pretty.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out at 41-7, what plays that you could have made that would have made a difference.
It was in the game.
30.
Well, obviously, he said there are 5 plays. Maybe them 5 plays was when they scored.
Okay, that explains them. What about the plays that you didn't make?
Right.
Okay, what about so what happened to your offense? So when your offense had the ball, what did they do?
Right.
I'm assuming he's talking about his defense against their offense. Okay, what about your offense against their defense?
Right. You got to speak as a team. You got to speak for the team. You can't speak from an individual standpoint or just your side of the ball.
I'm Jerry gonna be upset. Texas Monthly. I'm assuming this is a magazine in Texas, right? It's the biggest magazine in Texas. They named Jerry Jones Bum Steer of the Year.
Is that good or
Under
bad?
his ownership, the Dallas Cowboys have become a money-making mediocrity. For transforming America's team into America's punchline, we're giving Jerry Jones our highest dishonor. Can you see the picture? Can y'all see the picture on the screen?
Yeah. And why they got Jerry?
We're gonna get that focus here. He's not gonna be happy. Jerry like positive stuff written about him.
Right. Well, wait a minute now. You can't say you want positive stuff written about you when that's just not what is given right now.
But they got Jerry shaped like a football when they kicked him.
What are you gonna say positive about what's going on with the Cowboys right now? Outside of him not knowing when to stop talking.
You remember that radio personality asked him that question, and what did he say?
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. I forgot that he tried to abuse his power.
Okay. They say, Jerry, Bum Steer of the Year. You finally won something, Jerry.
Oh, that's messed up. Messed up, chat.
But I mean, in order, but here's the thing: is that Ocho, you have to do a self-analysis of yourself, and you have to be honest. No matter what, it is not just the business. I think everybody at the end of the year, before you go into the new year, you look back and says, okay, here are some things that I thought I did really, really well.
Right.
Here's some things I think I need to do better. Here's some things I was just god awful at, and that can't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should do a deep dive. I mean, a lot of people do a deep clean of their home. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do, I'm cleaning this, and I'm getting rid of some stuff. I'm gonna do this X, Y, and Z. I think we all should do that. Do a deep dive, a self-analysis of ourselves, and then we can come out okay, and just try to be a better person. Jerry refuses to do that.
I like that. I like everything you just said. I'm gonna take that into account, and I'm gonna do that at 11:59, right before the ball drop.
Yes, you should. You should. I think everybody should. I mean, I do it every year. There are things that I've done that I'm pleased with. There's some things that I've done that I'm not pleased with. There's some things that I know I can do better. You're always trying to improve. The moment you're certified as a person, you're through as an individual.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
And I don't think enough people understand that. Some people I don't just look at it with, I got money. Really?
Yeah.
I don't want money to be a horrible person. I don't.
Right. Yeah, you can't allow money to be your identity.
No, it can't.
Most people allow money to be their identity. That's it. That's all.
Allows them to control you. You become a prisoner to the dollar.
Yeah.
And so that's not where I am. I think everybody should do that, chat. Maybe look back at yourself and like, man, what did I do well? What could I have done better? How could I become a better father, a better mother, a better brother, a better son, a better boyfriend, better girlfriend, a better whatever, a better employee, a better employer, whatever the case may be. There's always
nobody was over there. They left.
And I think we should try to improve upon those things. Cowboys legend Michael Irvin, the playmaker, believes his former team needs more. Hey, make it up. But here's Michael that lives in Dallas, playing for the Cowboys. But when I say that, Shelly, let me read what he says. I'm gonna read what he says in its entirety. I just think it's time to go in another direction. I hear this late surge to be maybe go stay with Mike. I'm not on that bandwagon. What I believe is this team needs more discipline. I'm not saying Mike McCarthy is not a good X and O coach, but I think the teams need more discipline. And it's hard to bring that in when you say the guy doesn't have the firm hand of discipline is going to bring somebody else in to help with that discipline. That doesn't work. You can't come off as soft and then try to get tough. It's a wrap. You got to come in and tough and then lighten up because the guys feel that they've earned some respect earn some loosening up a little bit. But you come in loose and then you try to get firm, that's just get flat. That's exactly right. It's easy to be firm and lighten up as opposed to be soft, because you see it as a parent. The soft parent, you done been soft for like 3-4 years. And you get in here, Johnny. And Johnny said, as opposed to when Shannon said,
hey, it's a guy that came over here. They come up.
yeah, because they know when Shannon, hey, the kids know when Shannon.
Yeah, hey, listen. And matter of fact, just like that, how you just did it, I can picture my grandma right now. I'm up there in the choir, sitting in the pew, playing around with somebody, and I look out there.
Knocked one.
I look out there, and you can see her doing the same thing. Boy, if you don't stop, you can't scream in church.
Right.
I think I can get away with it. Shy.
Them grandparents ventriloquists. They be talking to you, lips don't be moving, you'll see nothing. Because I be over there asleep. And my grandma look at my brother.
Yeah.
My brother hunched me like this, and I look over my grandma.
And you can repeat it.
That wasn't the Holy Ghost, y'all. When I started crying in church, that wasn't the Holy Ghost. My grandma told me she was gonna cut my tail when I got home. That's what that was. I just want y'all to know. But you're right.
As a marketing consultant, staying close to my clients is a huge part of the job. That's why I love HoneyBook. It lets me track my pipeline, book projects, and build client chemistry every step of the way. It's just one of the ways I create client chemistry. And you can too at honeybook.com.
Right, you're right. I've always said that.
Right.
You know why they don't have discipline? Because the coach has been emasculated from the moment he steps in. Jerry controls it. In the moment that as a player, it's like that with parents. If the child knows he can circumvent one parent in order to get what he wants from another parent, they'll do that. And you'll never have that child's respect. The same goes for players. They don't respect Mike. They might like him. He might be great, as Mike says, the great X's and O's. But Jerry has allowed this to happen. You know who the guy that had control and had discipline? Jimmy Johnson. You know the other guy that had control? Bill Parcells. Now tell me the last time he hired somebody like Bill Parcells. We've seen Chan Gailey. We've seen Dave Campo. We've seen Wade Phillips. We've seen Jason Garrett. We've seen Mike McCarthy. Now, which one of those guys remind you and strikes you as a disciplinarian as Parcells and Jimmy Johnson?
None of them. None of them were. None of them are. None of them were. You know, and if things are going to change, you know where the change has to start. It has to start all the way at the top. And
it ain't gonna start.
Countless people that I've also talked to and was kind of curious, being that they're a little bit more closer to that side when it comes to owners and like, does he have to do this? Does he not see he's getting in his own way, or his team is successful? Yes, when it comes to making money. Yeah, I'm talking about.
But that's how you measure success now.
Yeah, listen, I'm talking about.
Hey, they fighting. Let's just go. Let's fly around
definition
them.
of insanity is doing the same thing over and over every goddamn year and expecting different results. So,
but Ocho, the blindest man isn't the man that's blind. It's the man that chooses not to see.
Hold on, where's my pen and pad?
It's a saying, Ocho, he got his eyes wide shut.
I lost my damn notepad, man. God damn it, that was a good one.
That's it, Ocho. Jerry refuses to see.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah.
I want to win my way.
But your way's not working. It's not working.
Oh, he's by himself in here.
It makes no sense to me.
There was a lot to take away from the last presser of the season from Cowboys DC Mike Zimmer. He walked off the podium holding back tears, explaining why his son Adam, who passed in 22, was a big reason he came back this season. Said he had no feelings really around the contract.
Let's go.
Someone said has to want you in order for him to return in 25. Wish he had done things his way earlier in the season and called it his biggest regret of the year. Cowboys Demarion Overshawn responded, "We want him. Doesn't matter what you guys want."
Yeah, the final say starts at the
Demarion, he was having an unbelievable season. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player once he get back. That's a very serious injury, so he might miss the entire 2025 season. I just want him to come back fully healthy because he has a bright, promising future. But at the end of the day, his full quote, this is what Zim said. I wish that when I came in, I did everything the way I wanted it done. That was probably the struggles at the beginning. I was just doing things I was uncomfortable with. And so I had to do what I had to do. I've said it, some coaches, you come in here and was a situation. They were good last year, right? So I come in, I don't really want to rock the boat. I wasn't as tough as I typically am. True, because you know Zim.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't as hard-headed about it.
Let's go down there.
The best way to say it, that's what I regret the most.
I don't have no shields.
You think he's coming back?
Here's the thing, Ocho. If you got a new coaching staff, the coach is going to want to bring in his guy.
And that's exactly what he's going to do.
That's the problem with Jay. See, here's the thing. It's kind of like with the Lakers. The Lakers hire a head coach, and then they put the people on your staff. No, that's what they try to do with T. Lue. And then you try to undercut him and say, okay, I'm going to give you a 3-year deal. Now everybody else getting 5-year deals. And then y'all know how you going to give me a less than market value deal, and then you going to hire my staff? That's Jerry. So Jerry want to point who you, Mike Zimmer, you're going to be the D. Hey, you're hiring Mike Zimmer as your D coordinator. Oh, you're hiring this guy as your offensive coordinator.
Calling all the shots. You got to get out your own way.
Prime rips reporters that Shador wouldn't want to play for the Browns or the Titans. It will be multiple idiots that will say things that totally aren't true regarding I would like Shador and Shiloh to play in the NFL. If I were to say it directly to whom it may concern, not an attention seeker, I don't know NFL commission personally. I do know NFL commission personally. Drop. He like mic drop. Look, I hadn't talked to Prime in a while because he's getting ready for the bowl games. I don't want to bother him. I'm gonna bother his ass now. He ain't got no bowl game to play for. Yeah, he ain't got no bowl game to play for. So I'm gonna bother his ass. I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
I talked to Prime yesterday, or day before yesterday. He was checking on me, right?
Yeah.
About my situation. You already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, everything good on there. I said, yeah, everything good. He said, man, I'm gonna hit. I was waiting on my spirits to get back up because we lost the boat. So I needed a few days to myself. So he hit me, and I said everything is good. Everything's good. So you know what? I'm gonna come on there with you guys. I was like, nah, don't come on. Let's save it. Let's save it for February 6th.
Yeah.
Let's save it for February 6th.
Nah, all he want to do is clown me. Nope. That's all he want to do. That's all he do when he call. He send me a text. No. I'm
coming down there with you.
That's gonna be live, boy.
The thing is, in times like, I think I read something where he said y'all forgot, y'all was talking like this, but y'all forgot I got time today. The only thing I tell time is like when I'm going to 25, I ain't chasing no lies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not gonna shoot it down. I'm not gonna try to refute it. Whatever y'all believe, run with that.
It is what it is.
It is what it. Now I'm gonna see how long it's going. Because that's the one thing we know about a lie. Watch how quick it disappear.
Yeah.
Watch how quick it disappear.
I'm finna go.
You know what I don't
I'm
like.
I'm finna go revive him. I'm gonna go revive him.
With that.
Door and whatever reporter says, he wouldn't want to play for the Browns. I mean, why even write something like that? It has to come from somewhere, or you just making it up.
A lot of times, people want to be the first to report something.
What the fuck?
The first man to climb Mount Everest, the first man to put a man foot on the moon.
Right.
It's not the second man. It's not the second guy they remember. It's the first guy. It's Roger Bannister that broke the sub 4-minute mile. It was Edmund Hillary. And notice the Sherpa that scaled Mount Everest.
Right.
Who remembers the second guy, Ocho?
Yeah.
Who was the first guy to run sub 9.7? Usain Bolt. Who's the first guy to run sub 9.6? Usain Bolt. Now the second guy, the next guy, don't know. Tyson Gay ran sub. So did the Predator. What's his name?
Predator
from Jamaica. Johan Blake.
Johan Blake. Yeah.
Nobody remember that.
Hey, that's his nickname?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's the first.
But nah. But Brian's gonna be all right. He's done a great job. And I call him from time to time. He's like, bro, hey, you got favor, you anointed, and they're gonna take their shots.
Yeah, always. But hey, listen, and with them taking the shots, he's someone that can handle it though. That's the difference.
Because like he said, Ocho, he's been dealing with this his entire career.
Life, yeah.
He's been primed his entire career, and he knows how to handle it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he does it, because people have been taking shots at him, hey, since he got to the Falcons.
Right. Yeah, he good.
Former Pro Bowl Jamal Adams regret asking for a trade from the Jets. Fans, I didn't know I hurt him like that. I didn't realize I had that much impact. Now I would tell myself, don't make an emotional decision. No, you left the Jets and your career was the same that you thought it was. Because I don't believe, Ocho, if he'd had the career that he was having at the Jets, once he went to Seattle, I don't believe he has this regret.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. He was. I mean, Jamal Adams is good, man.
Yes.
Hey, especially around that goddamn box inside the box. He was really very.
He could attack the quarterback, great at run. I mean, look, a little stiff in the hips. He wasn't great in pass coverage, but that's okay. Everybody is not going to be Ed Reed. Everybody going to be Troy Polamalu. Everybody ain't going to be that. Ronnie Lott. Everybody gonna be Woody, Rod, or Charles as they transition from corner to safety, and that's okay. But that's why I'm saying sometimes, Ocho, and I've got to do a better job of this. Sometimes you got to take the emotion out of a decision.
Ooh, now that's the hard part, boy.
You got something. You gotta.
Being able to make a decision and then compartmentalize, separating the two. Emotions, boom, you over here. Decision, most decisions are made based on emotions.
What happens when emotions are high? Logic is low.
Yeah. That's a bar. That's a bar. Where's my damn pen and pad, man?
That's what you have to understand. And look,
get it to me again, man. Get it to me again.
When emotion is high, logic is low. Every decision, trust me, I've analyzed everything that I've done, and I've replayed the scenario, what I did,
right?
What could I have done differently? What should I have done differently?
Right.
I'm learning, Shannon, take the emotion out of it. Sometimes people that are saying these things, they're saying just to get a reaction. Look, I got Shannon Sharp to say this. I got Unc to say that.
Right.
They don't root for you. And that's the thing that you have to understand, Ocho. Everybody that show up on your timeline isn't for Ocho. Everybody that's on my timeline isn't for Shannon Sharp.
Right.
And you have to, like, you know what? A lot of times, not like I said, y'all, they say stuff. I see it. I'm gonna let y'all rock. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Right.
Think y'all win. Y'all want a response. I respond to the ones like, look, this is what I saw. This is why I said this. This is why I said that. But I'm not going back with no negativity. Life is too good. Like, God has put me in this position right here, in a position that I didn't think I would be in as fast as I am. And I'm not so sure. Like, I got to know I got a praying sister. I know my grandma said stayed up many a night on her knee. And God heard prayers I didn't even know he was listening to. I'm not finna go back and forth with people that don't have Shannon Sharp best interest in.
I'm gonna get y'all.
That's my team. I've surrounded myself with some really good people.
Right.
Everybody moving forward has gotten vetted. Ash, hey, she knows that's her responsibility. She does the hiring. CJ has that. I let them run what they're supposed to run.
Right.
I'm normally the third or the fourth smartest guy in the room, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But they know they have the responsibility. I trust them. I sincerely trust them. I said, I hired you for a reason. I said, you were my first hire. Hell, I hired Ash. She's like, Shannon, what we gonna do? I said, I don't know. She said, well, if you don't know, I'm still going.
Right.
She had a job at Fox, and she left to come with me I'm paying out my pocket.
It's live. It's live.
I'm paying out my pocket.
Yeah.
CJ, the same thing. He said, all I need, you gonna give me benefits? CJ, I got you.
Yeah.
CJ left.
Boy,
I told Jordan, he's like, hey, boss, I don't know. I said, look, you can't take no damn pictures from Cincinnati.
Right.
So either you come to LA, I'm gonna have to find somebody else. Oh, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got there. You drove a U-Haul, didn't you? Oh
Yeah,
you stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
But we put this team together.
Yeah.
And hey, it's been onward and upward since. It's been onward and upward since. We've hired a lot of people. But Nightcap, we have.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
A lot of people that's doing a lot of great things. And so, Ocho, I just had to learn, hey, take it on the chin.
Right.
Just take it on, hey, the group turns like, Shannon, you can't. My sister's like, Shannon, why you try to fight every battle? Why you try to fight every battle? It's okay.
Yeah.
Let God fight them.
Hey, you know what? And especially in relationships, and it's more so the women. I think things would be much easier if they chose their battles wisely. Everything don't have to, everything don't have to. You don't have to address everything. Not every damn thing.
Right.
Come on.
I thought Jamal Adams should have stayed at the Jets. I don't know. Maybe it was in his contract. He wanted to get paid. Sometimes, bro, the grass ain't always greener.
No.
And it's really difficult. It's rare. It's really, really rare.
Okay, that makes sense.
That you can build up something here.
Yeah, because one Mozambique was already hard, bro.
It's difficult. And I remember having a conversation with a great player, and he called me. He said, "Tell me what you think I should do."
Right.
I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say, where you're thinking about going, they're never gonna love you like they do where you are.
Ooh.
I say, never. I don't care what you do. You're beloved where you are.
Right.
You're just gonna be another piece. He stayed. And I don't think enough guys realize that. Yeah, I mean, I get it, Ocho, like free agency, and they won't pay you. But when you request things, nah.
I mean, what's fair?
I don't think they push
based on where he was at the time, being a
Let's
safe.
go this way.
You got to hit it when the stove is hot, and the stove was hot for him.
Right.
Because
think about had he not did what he did and he had gotten hurt, then he wouldn't have got that money
at all.
Jets are reportedly set to interview Ron Rivera and Rex Ryan for the head coaching vacancy at the Jets. Ocho, who would be the better fit? I'm biased, so don't ask me. So
you don't like Rex going back?
No, but I'm saying I know Rex. Sexy Rexy, who's on the staff in Baltimore. His dad came and worked me out when I was at the Broncos, not the Broncos, when I was in Savannah State, Ocho. Buddy, his dad, rest his soul, came and worked me out. He said, son, I've watched the tape. He says, we're going to take a bunch of receivers.
Right.
He said, we're going to put all their ass in the bag, and the best ones are going to play. That's what he told me.
I like that.
He drafted all those receivers, and I remember him telling me, I effed up. He said, we took a bunch of receivers, but none of them was you. They took Fred Barnett. They took, I think, Calvin Williams, Mike Bellamy. They took like 4 receivers, Ocho. None of them named Shannon Sharp.
Oof. And that's motivating.
Oh, yeah.
That is motivating in this.
Who you like best, Ocho? You like Ron Rivera? Or you like Rex Ryan?
I like Rex. I like Rex. I don't think Ron has the right. And personality is not the right word to use. He just doesn't fit the New York atmosphere, the New York meter. I mean,
Rex has been there, done that. He knows. He definitely knows how to talk to the media. He has the personality. He's charismatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ron Rivera, he just doesn't fit. He just doesn't fit. I mean, good coach. He just doesn't fit in that atmosphere. I don't think that's what they need.
So you like Ron? I mean, you like
I like
Rex.
I like Rex to go back, especially Rex. Rex is a defensive mind as well, too, right?
Yeah. You definitely have that defense playing well. But let me ask you this: what are you doing? Who are you bringing in as offensive coordinator, and what are you doing with quarterback?
And that's the scary part. So it doesn't matter. You switch coaches if you don't have nobody at the helm that can be able to get the ball and deliver that thing. It ain't no point. It ain't no point. You're signing yourself up for suicide, basically, because you're not gonna be able to compete when you don't have a quarterback.
True.
So,
because I don't believe the ground and pound that he employed with Mark Sanchez and running the football with Thomas Jones and those guys and playing outstanding defense, Ocho, you can't win like that today.
Yeah, no.
Your quarterback, they're gonna force your quarterback to make plays. They just do. They just do.
Yeah.
And it used to be if you brought your run game and a defense, because running game and defense travels, not anymore, Ocho. It's still a travel, but they're gonna make your quarterback make some plays. It's really that simple.
Right.
They're gonna make plays, and he got to be able to make those plays. Ocho,
yeah.
There's been speculation that the Raiders co-owner Tom Brady really liked Brian Flores as a potential head coaching candidate. Flores has done some amazing things with the Vikes. Remember, he was the defensive coordinator when they won the Super Bowl against the Rams, right? In Atlanta. And then he got the head coaching job at Miami. Okay. He was a linebackers coach. When did he become the DC? He was never the DC? Okay. So he was the linebackers coach that got the job, okay, because Patricia was the DC. Okay. You like that? You like Brian Flores to the Vikes?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now listen, I think Brian Flores and what he was able to do with the Vikings defense, obviously the personnel and the talent and skill level may be a little different, a little bit more upside when it comes to the Vikings defense, but I think it would be good. I think he'd be a good fit. I don't like the fact that they're firing or getting rid of AP when AP hasn't had a chance because he's been going through a goddamn quarterback carousel and the goddamn merry-go-round of quarterbacks. So it's hard to be able to, again, I say it all the time, you can't compete unless you got a quarterback.
None. Zero. There's zero chance.
You can't. You can't. And he hasn't
who did he have?
Opportunity.
Who did he have, Ocho? He had Jimmy G. He had Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell.
Was anybody else? Was anybody else there?
Those are the main three that I do remember. It's no disrespect to them. No disrespect to them. But, you know, we talk about tier 2, tier 3 quarterbacks.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Nothing you can't do.
You give me chicken poop and say, make me some chicken salad. And I need it to be yummy. You're right. I mean, I like Brian Flores. I think he's done a great job of rehabilitating himself because all the things that were coming out weren't favorable.
Team right here up top.
You hear Ryan Fitzpatrick say things. There's some other people that have come out and said some things. But look, at the end of the day, Brian, if I would tell, all I would say is this: be you. You're not Coach Belichick. And I think that is the one mistake all the coaches under that tree has made. They're trying to be Coach Belichick.
Right.
Oh, the team is up top.
That way of coaching wouldn't work in this area anyway.
If you look at the guys that come out of Kyle Shanahan's tree. Sean McVay is Sean McVay. Matt LaFleur is Matt LaFleur. Kevin O'Connell is Kevin O'Connell.
Together.
Mike McDaniel is Mike McDaniel. Don't nobody try to be like him. I don't know why. When that's not your personality, when they look up there and they hear you sounding like Coach Belichick, but they're like, you Brian Flores, you Matt Patricia, you Josh McDaniel, you Bill O'Brien, you Charlie Weiss, you Romeo Crennel. You're not him. why try to be him? So that would be my advice to him. I hope he gets another opportunity. Normally, the second time around is better than the first.
Yeah. Yeah, and where you go is very important. But you have some
Right, he's
pieces
on top.
you
He's on
get to
top.
work with over there. You Jack Jones, Max Crosby. You got some other
You
young
got Christian Wilkins.
Yeah. You
got Brock Bowers. You got to get a quarterback. You got to get a quarterback. And they got a lot of. They got, well, how much cap space do the Raiders have? Raiders got a lot of cap space. Now they're gonna have a little dead cap space on there with Devontae Adams dealing him. They're gonna have a little dead cap space. But also that's it. They got money. They got to spend it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you don't want to spend on anything.
Raiders got the second most
I
cap
think
money
it's a
to spend.
solo.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing. But you don't just want to spend on anything. You want to spend
Oh,
on
my
the right
bad.
thing.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. But all I know is this: Josh McDaniels has been the head coach of two teams, and he's left them worse off.
Are you on push?
He's with the Broncos, and he was terrible. He was awful. I think they feel the same way about him in at the Raiders.
Right. That's messed up, man.
Listen, but I'm surprised. Would I be surprised if he's not the offensive coordinator at North Carolina? I wouldn't be. Would you be shocked if he followed Coach Belichick to UNC?
I'm coming back.
That's a good matter of fact. I'm gonna ask Bill. If he'll let me intern.
Rumor, Pats could move on for Jared Mayo and for Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel has a consulting gig with the Browns that ended.
What?
Do you believe Gerard Mayo has gotten a fair shake, Ocho?
Oh, it's absolutely not fair. Absolutely not fair. Like, come on, man. Give coaches their 3-year grace period.
How many games have the Patriots won? 3? They're 3-13? They're 3-13. Coach Belichick was 5-11 his first season.
Right.
And he was about to go worse than that until that fateful hit Mo Lewis put on Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady fell out the sky.
That's a good spot right there, too.
That's a crazy story.
It's Ocho, it's like your house about to go in foreclosure. You driving down the street and a bag of money fall out the truck.
Right.
You're like, Lord, look at this.
I'm good now. Let me go pay what I owe.
Okay, there you go.
Let me go pay what I owe.
Hey, I'm gonna come over there with you. I'm coming on.
Colts head
Come over
coach
there with
Shane
you.
Steichen addresses accountability called out by Pat McAfee. Not everyone is going to be on time. Jonathan Taylor alleged Colts issues. No one thinks the standard has to be raised. The playoffs has to be the standard. You got to get in order to establish that standard. Like, listen, this is the Indianapolis Colts. The standard is the playoffs. It's hard when you lose to change the mindset.
Right.
The standard's got to be the standard. Everybody got to be punctual. Everybody needs to be on time. Everybody needs to be accountable. Everybody needs to okay, hey, coaches, you set the vision. You set the agenda. What is it where you're trying to do?
Right.
Hey, we're trying to go, win our home games, go 8-0 at home, go 500 on the road. 12-4 get you into the playoffs every year, Ocho.
Yeah.
That's now more times than not, that'll
Good
win
work,
you the division.
y'all.
Now, sometimes a team will go 13-3 or 14-2, and that won't. But 12-4 is going to get you into the playoffs every year. The standard that you have to have a standard, you have to have an ethos.
Yeah.
Something that's foundational, something. Every great organization, you look at the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, they got an ethos. They got something that they believe in. The few, the proud.
Right.
So what is it that the Colts, what are you selling? I guarantee you when Peyton was there, you had a standard. I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. Listen, he coming in. You know the sheriff ain't play that.
I guarantee you.
Sheriff did not play that.
Everybody has to be, like, I just a stickler. That not everyone is going to be on time. Huh? Where do you do that at? How many people came late, Ocho, to meetings?
Oh, no.
It was in New England.
No. Everybody was early, huh? Everybody was early.
Man, Mike didn't play that.
One band, one sound.
You got that's the only way you can win.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can win. You can be accountable. You got to wait. What's your weight? Mike.
It's a good one. Because people always do this when in the
You have a killer e-commerce store, but your conversion rate, not so killer. You've spent so much money and effort on conversion rate optimizations that just aren't working. Meanwhile, brick and mortar stores can convert over 30% of their visitors. Want to sell like that? Then meet Rep, your AI-powered sales associate. By approaching visitors when they're about to drop off, Rep rescues your revenue, recommends products, answers specific product-related questions, and even upsells for you. With Rep, you get your very own brand concierge, helping customers shop 20